The Morning Invasion with Dax and Steve-O on Star 88.
I suppose we should get going.
Yeah! Let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It is Wednesday, my dude.
Oh, snap! It is Wednesday. What's up, everybody? Just kicking right into April. Thanks for joining us.
Actually, my doctor said I'm not allowed to kick anything. No, like, crazy movements.
Good.
Just going to be walking around like this.
Welcome, everybody.
So limber.
You guys,
Look like a robot.
yeah, Steve-O got in an accident, if you didn't know. He's hurting. He's in a full body cast as we speak.
Okay. Dude, that'd be weird and kind of cool.
No, wouldn't you? Itch everywhere. Ugh.
That's true. I've never broken anything, so, like, I don't even know what that's like.
Yeah.
I was always the kid that watched the other kids with casts that had everybody signing everything, you know? Like,
I had a cast.
man, I wish I had a cast. Never had a cast.
Yep.
Now as an adult, I'm glad because my grown-up friends are like, oh, back in 4th grade I did this, and now I still can't blah, blah, blah.
You want to know what it's like to have a cast?
Yeah.
Oh. There you go.
Oh, my neck. And my back.
Welcome, everybody. You guys can be a part of the show. We're on YouTube and Facebook Live right now. It's Star 88. Search us, like us, subscribe, share it with your friends. We upload all the shows every day. You can also call in at 505-338-3700. And what's the live line number?
505-585-LIVE. That's 505-585-5483.
Yeah, call, text it, call it. You know what I'm saying? Do whatever you want.
Yeah, like last night, we got a text. Hey, babe, you want to call Jacob? He'll be in his office till 4. Thanks, Dougie Doug, but I think you meant to text your wife. That was the last text we got on the live line.
Amazing.
Yeah. We get those from time to time. That just means that Dougie Doug loves us so much, he mistook our live line for his wife.
Yeah.
I don't know if that says something good for us or something bad for his relationship with his wife, but I mean,
Right?
one way or another.
I remember a long time ago, we were hanging out with some friends, or a friend, and we had just started hanging out. And we left, and I shot a text, and it went to the friend instead of the person I was trying to text.
Oh.
And it had to do with not having a very good time. And I felt so awful.
This is what you get.
Yeah.
This is what you get.
Totally backfired.
Oh,
I felt awful. We've all done it. You know,
We have.
don't single me out, okay, man? I know you all have done it.
You know?
Oh, I just got to be careful, man.
Yeah.
Man, it is Wednesday, my dudes, and we got a big show today. We'll talk surveys. They asked Americans what they'd be willing to give up in exchange for a 10% pay raise.
Oof, 10%.
Yeah, what would you give up? What would you be willing to give up? Netflix?
What? Why would I give up Netflix?
For a 10% pay raise?
Yeah, maybe I would.
Would you give up one of your kids?
What? For 10%?
What would it
I would
take?
give up my kids for 100% pay raise because that's only $20,000.
We'll talk about it coming up. And we'll talk about this town in South Carolina. They held a contest. You could rename the town.
Oh, no.
Remember
These
this
are
happened a couple
always
years
bad.
ago? No, or was it a boat? Remember?
It was a boat.
Yeah, they were trying to...
Brody McBoatface is still like, man,
Yeah.
I blew it with Brody. He should have been Brody McBroadface.
Well, this South Carolina town, of course, somebody wrote in Townie McTownface.
Did they really?
Yeah,
Yep.
and a bunch of other hilarious ones. We'll talk about that coming up.
Can we talk about some baseball?
Yeah, baseball. Of course, man. Anything you want. What's going on?
Just drinking from my mug. I got this mug years ago from my old boss because they knew I was an Angels fan.
Your coffee
If you're on
stinks
the-
this morning.
If you're on the live, if you're on Facebook Live or YouTube Live, why?
I don't know. Well, it's not your normal coffee.
It's not.
It smells like just coffee.
Solomon's Porch, the coffee shop here on our campus, is down for like 6 weeks because of renovations. They're going to have a little like hangout hut instead, but I don't want a hangout hut. I want my coffee. So I bought a bunch of Keurig cups. K cups? Whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm making my own coffee now.
It's gross.
Doesn't taste great.
Stinky.
Greatest.
If you could change that up, I'd
So
appreciate it.
I got a shout out to my team, the Los Angeles Angels.
Okay. What happened?
Well, remember how I was talking about this one kid, Ohtani from Japan?
Yeah.
Okay. This guy is a phenom in Japan. He was a pitcher, but also a hitter, and it's super rare. How rare is that? Well, normally if you're a pitcher, you don't bat, and if you're a batter, you don't pitch. You play like another fielding position.
So that's pretty
Or
rare.
you're a
that
designated
happens?
hitter.
Are there-
yeah, no.
Is there
Nobody.
any other players that do it?
Well, let me just tell you. Yesterday, he was our designated hitter. Day before, or 2 days ago, he was our pitcher, right? So he pitched. He won his first outing as a pitcher this season, which was pretty cool. Then yesterday, he steps up to the plate with 2 on and crushes a home run.
Really?
As our designated hitter. And then his next at bat, he got a single. I mean, this kid is incredible. And they showed a statistic. The last time that happened in the first 10 days of a season where there was a pitcher who just also batted in the regular rotation.
Babe Ruth?
His name was Babe Ruth,
No
and it was
way.
1918.
What? They call him the Asian Babe Ruth.
Yeah. So 100 years it's been. So if you're not a baseball fan, that just means like if you're a pitcher, that's all you do is pitch. And you only pitch like once every 5 days. There's a 5-man rotation. Some teams are actually starting to adopt a 6-man rotation. The Angels are talking about it. But so it's you just pitch once every 5 days. And that's it. But this kid comes from Japan, and he's a hitter as well and wanted to hit and pitch. How much did it mean to him? Well, he's 23 years old, and so he was under these these international trade regulations with Major League Baseball that he could only cap out at like $3.5 million. If he had waited 2 more seasons, he could have made $200 million. But he's like, I just want to play baseball in America.
No, I think he hated Japan
No.
so much.
He loves baseball so much that he was willing to just say, yeah, whatever. And he came over here for like $3.5 million.
Was he already making a ton of money over in Japan?
in Japan? Yeah, he lost a ton of money.
Yeah, but if
coming
he's
to
already
America.
wealthy. He's already got probably
Okay.
$100 million
Okay.
in the bank.
He's 23 years old.
That's crazy.
23. And so, yeah, 2 days ago, he rocked. Well, we watched it together at Easter at the Peterson's house.
Yeah,
That
someone
was-
hit
he
a
was
home
pitching.
run off him.
Yeah, that was his like one mistake. He hit. He just hung up a hanging like curveball and gone.
Mm-hmm.
So they had a 3-run blast off of him, but that was his only mistake, and we ended up winning that game. He had a solid outing, and then he's just hitting like crazy.
That's cool.
It's awesome.
Good for you guys.
So, anyways,
I'm excited for you.
so it's less about baseball, more about like this amazing dude. I'm gonna go ahead and mute Jarrett now because he's so boring.
Yeah, just mute him. What? You have a problem with Asian?
He's our
Babe
old
Ruths?
grumpy pants listener.
Yeah? What did
Yeah.
you say?
Oh,
is he snoozing?
He fell asleep.
Listen, I
So,
don't like baseball, but that's a cool story.
He doesn't like to hear about the accomplishments of other human beings.
Oh,
So
yeah.
it's okay.
Yeah. Maybe he doesn't like the Angels.
I don't think he likes sports.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but even if you don't like sports, don't you like a really cool story? You know? I don't like hockey or baseball, but I love baseball movies.
I just couldn't
Hockey
imagine being
movies?
23 years old and he's at this incredible place and saying, you know what? Could anyone really say, as we're talking about like what we'd be willing to give up for a 10% pay raise?
Yeah.
He gave up $190 million because he wanted to play baseball in America. That was more important than tons of cash. He was already on an incredible team in Japan. Could have just kept doing that for 2 more seasons, but was like, no, I want to come to America and play baseball.
Yeah.
I don't know that there's anything in my life that I'd say, yeah, man, I'd be willing to sacrifice all this, and also lose out on 190 million plus, it's crazy.
Is it pretty popular over in Japan?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
So is that the sport in Japan?
I would say so, but I've never been in Japan. But that's what I know most of. You don't hear a whole lot about any other of our major sports over there. None, really.
Mm-hmm.
So, but
soccer, I don't think they play soccer there.
They kind of play soccer. Okay.
Don't think so. Hockey, definitely no hockey. Basketball, okay, they probably shoot the pigskin over there. What else? What else do we have here? What's popular in America?
NASCAR.
The Japanese are rocking the NASCAR, just rednecking it up in Japan.
I saw Ready Player One. I saw that opening sequence. They love them some racing. Speed racer, anyone?
Yeah, that's funny.
I'm just going to blame the meds.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, so there it is.
Yeah. Well, I get it. I understand. America is where everybody wants to be, right?
Yeah. It depends. I actually was with some friends recently, no joke, whose neighbors are moving to Canada because they're putting their money where their mouth is. They were that family that said, if Trump gets elected president, I'm moving to Canada.
And they're doing it?
And they're actually moving to Canada.
I'm glad. Good for them.
It was like,
get out of our country.
I'm sorry, what?
Get out of here.
Having a we're moving to Canada party. I'm not even joking.
I wonder if that's an easy move to get into Canada.
I've had multiple friends tell me that, and I'm like, what?
Yeah.
But they know that, there's going to be another president someday, right?
But Canada's beautiful, man.
So I guess not everybody wants to come to America. I just don't get it.
That's funny.
America!
We out. See ya. Wouldn't want to pay ya. 505-585-LIVE if you'd like to text into the show. Also, phone lines open, 505-338-3700. You guys can chime in, whatever we're talking about. Maybe something going on in your life. Maybe you need some advice. Holler at your boys. Is that what they're saying now? Holler at your boys?
Holler at your boys.
Is that still cool? I guess. All right, let's do some good news.
Good news,
Not that
ladies
yours
and gentlemen.
wasn't.
Good news is good news, and the good news is...
I've got good news and good news.
Pretty good.
Put some good in your morning.
Good news, there's a monkey jumping on houses in the neighborhood.
Well, The Office, it's been off the air for 5 years. Did you watch The Office?
Well, duh. America.
The Office is still saving lives, guys.
What?
Maybe not human lives, but still. Last Tuesday, an 18-year-old college student at Central Michigan University named Natalie stopped to help a squirrel after it fell into a fountain and couldn't get out. It wasn't moving, it looked dead. But luckily, she'd seen an episode from season 5 where Steve Carell's character learned CPR. And a woman tells him to do chest compressions to the beat of Staying Alive by the Bee Gees.
Gosh.
Not clear if that tip even applies to squirrels, but Natalie did it and ended up saving the squirrel's life.
No way.
He's not dead. He's just stunned.
Oh my god. What did you do?
That's a blow dryer.
Squirrel. Oh.
Okay. So let me explain what happened there.
Yeah.
So they took the squirrel and they took it up to the squirrel up to their dorm room, and they used a hairdryer to get its core temperature back up. After about 2 hours, she left it alone in her bathroom to calm down. Then she took it outside as soon as she let it go, and it ran up a tree. So that's the girls. They're hanging out. Here they are.
He's just starting.
And then they use the blow dryer, and then the thing comes
God.
alive.
What did you do? Baby squirrel. Oh.
She posted a video on Twitter that shows her doing CPR, but not singing. And then she warms it up with a hairdryer, and a bunch of her friends freak out when she lets it go. It's pretty funny, guys. Staying alive, staying alive.
Nice.
Remember that, guys. Remember that. YouTube, how to CPR.
Boy, Dr. Dre chimed in and said his wife confirmed that they teach CPR to staying alive, to keep a steady rhythm.
Yeah.
You could also do it to Another One Bites the Dust, but that's kind of ironical. Boom, boom, boom. Another one bites the dust. Yeah. Woo! Could you imagine? You're just trying to sing that. You're like, yeah, another one bites the dust. Not you, though. I got you, girl. Another one bites the dust.
Oh, man.
That's true.
Yeah. Yep.
Hey, what is that you have there, Thea?
A squirrel. It's dead.
You have a dead squirrel, huh?
Uh-huh.
Oh, man.
Squirrel. Wanna touch him?
That's one of my favorite videos ever. A dad goes outside to find his daughter playing with a squirrel. A dead squirrel. A dead squirrel.
Look at this baby squirrel.
Oh, man.
Wanna touch him?
So great. Yeah. Good morning. Welcome to the show.
Hey, I just wanted to say that you, my friend, are wrong on something.
Oh, good.
Ooh.
Okay. Well,
Bill Peterson, everybody.
yeah, welcome.
We had a little debate last night about what's the plural form of the word mouse for a computer. Is it mouses or mice?
What do you think, Steve-O?
Gosh. Okay, well, I would assume since mice is the plural for the animal mouse and meese is the plural for mooses, it's got to be mices.
Not mices.
Not mices.
Mices is a completely different thing. It's this radical band of rodents in the Middle East that
So anyways, okay, all right. Yeah, I don't like your story. Listen.
Of course you don't.
I put a poll out there, and it's already winning. Mice is winning by 83%.
Well, duh.
Dex. It's not mouses. I'm right. You're wrong. I own you.
What?
Why would anyone ever say mouses, Dex?
First off, Jake and I both said mouses, okay?
For a mouse?
It's
for
just
a computer?
Yeah, well, I was just thinking it's a computer, not an actual real rodent. So it's like, why would we call it a mice? We call it mouses.
No, it's plural. It's a box full
I get
of
it.
Mice.
That sounds weird, though. That sounds weird. It doesn't sound weird to you? It's a box full of mice, and it's... That doesn't sound right.
Mices. I still like mices. They live in caves.
I win.
You know what? You know what? I'm glad. Pat yourself on the back. Good job.
Hey,
Way
give
to go.
this to him. He's old.
You know what? It's yours.
He's only got a few of these left.
It's yours.
He's got a few of these small
He turned
victories
60
left.
yesterday,
Wow.
and he's just grumpy.
Yes. Good old grumpy pants. I love you, grumpy.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I know you do. Hey, I got a really cool shirt.
Yeah, I saw. I saw.
Yeah, I hooked him up with a pretty sweet T-shirt for his birthday.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
There it is.
Okay.
All right. See you,
Okay,
Bill.
love you.
Bye.
I love that man.
Oh, he's a great man. He's a great American.
He is a great American.
The greatest Republicans of our time.
Which is interesting because as one of those like old school Republicans who's like, build a wall, he somehow still took in a refugee in need of a home.
Oh, he did. He did. His heart is so huge.
It's huge.
So
That's
big.
why he has no more room for other refugees. Dex took the only bed.
What? That's not true, guys. It's not true.
Oh, gosh.
Let's take a little break, shall we? Good morning. Welcome to Wednesday, my dudes. You guys can watch the show, facebook.com/star88fm. We're live on Facebook, and we're also live on the YouTubes. youtube.com/star88fm. Go watch the show. Be a part of it. So, if you didn't hear, because I didn't hear about this till I got in this morning, there was a shooting at YouTube, and we got the details for you.
Yeah.
When we come back with some headlines from the Dream Style Remodeling Star 88 Studios.
Star 88 thanks Jake Canales at Doorway Home Loans for becoming a power partner. Jake Canales at Doorway Home Loans provides VA, FHA, USDA, and conventional home loans for purchase and refinance mortgages. Jake Canales, Doorway Home Loans, 505-261-5138. Doorway.com/Jake-Canales. Jake Can. Philippians 4:13. NMLS number 310617. Doorway Home Loans, a DBA of International City Mortgage Incorporated. NMLS number 222730.
Paradise Village, serving Albuquerque since 1983 and providing customers with home and car audio systems, home theater, security systems, and much more. Paradise Village is not interested in finding customers, but rather creating relationships. Located at 4205 San Mateo Northeast in Albuquerque, or online at paradisevillagenm.com. Paradise Village, 505-881-6375. That's 505-881-6375. Star 88 thanks Paradise Village for their financial support.
Danny Goki with this message. Dear skeptics, believe in God because of who He is and not because of who we are. We fall and mess up, but He never fails. A Star 88 Solar Flare.
Will I be rich? Here's what she said.
Ravi Zacharias says our culture is morally suicidal. Here's Ravi on a Star 88 PowerPoint.
In 1939, when the world was facing a treacherous war, King George VI went to the microphone, even with the fear of stuttering and stammering. But his 12-year-old daughter gave him a piece of paper, and those words have become the most memorable of his speech. At age 12, she handed that to him, and he used those words to calm the world. I said to the man at the gate here, "Give me a light, that I may walk safely into the unknown." And he said to me, "Go out into the darkness and put your hand into the hand of God, and it shall be to you better than the light and safer than the known." Go out into the darkness and put your hand into the hand of God. It shall be to you better than the light and safer than the known. The world is an uncertain terrain today, and all some people know is to go and demonstrate and yell and shout and scream. They have no answers.
A Star 88 PowerPoint.
Hey, what's going on in the news today?
Breaking news as police confirm an active shooter at YouTube headquarters in San Bruno, California.
An active shooter situation, a woman with a gun. The building on lockdown.
We have 4 victims who have all been transported for gunshot-related injuries.
They identified a female in a white shirt. That's the one we have down, the gunshot wound in the chest.
And we have one subject who's deceased inside the building with a self-inflicted wound that at this time we believe to be the shooter, but we're still following up on that.
Could we see U.S. troops patrolling the border?
We're going to be guarding our border with the military.
72-year-old John Schooley, met by agents at Dallas-Fort Worth Airport, now facing a second-degree murder charge. He and a co-owner of the Schlitterbahn Water Park accused of building what they called the world's tallest water slide in Kansas without the proper expertise. 10-year-old Caleb Schwab died on the 17-story ride back in 2016.
But getting along with Russia would be a good thing, not a bad thing. And just about everybody agrees to that, except very stupid people.
Now I know where Bill gets it from.
He can just relate so well. Welcome to the show, everybody.
Hey, guys.
Thanks for joining us.
Guess what?
What, Brody?
It is Wednesday, my dude.
Yeah, it is. Oh, I love that little guy so much. So very, very much. Although he's going through a growth spurt right now, and he's just tons of fun, especially when he's
cranky,
tired and grumpy, or he's hungry, or he is wanting to do something contrary to what the rest of the family is doing. The last 2 days have been a joy.
Poor Brody.
Doesn't help that I'm a grumpy pants because my body hurts.
Yeah. You just need to knock it off.
Well, it's kind of hard when you can't move your body without being in physical pain.
Uh-oh, trouble in paradise?
No, just, good old distracted driving, guys.
Yeah, don't text and drive.
Stay off of your phones.
Guys, focus on the roads.
He says as he finishes up his final round.
Mm-hmm. You could hurry that up, reach it. Let me tell everybody about what's happening Friday. Our girl Berga came on the show last week to talk about this. Love Inc. is an incredible organization.
Yeah.
And they're having their second annual Spaghetti Western on, it's this Friday from 6 to 9 p.m. It's at the Jewish Community Center. And this fundraising event is going to have a spaghetti dinner. It's going to have country western dancing.
Okay.
And bring the family. Get some grub.
Fun for
Dance
all
it up.
ages. All right.
Really cool.
Yeah.
So it's this Friday, guys.
Okay.
All the details. You go to star88.fm. All right. It is Wednesday, my dudes. We got a huge show for you guys. We're on Facebook Live. We're on YouTube. You can go watch the show. Just search Star 88 FM, and you'll find us.
Yeah.
And you can comment. You can also text in at 505-585-LIVE. Ooh, Robert Downey Jr. is live now on Facebook. Sorry, guys.
No, stop it. Hey, I want to kick this off with a prayer request from Mark on Facebook. We get those from time to time. Facebook.com/Star88FM or YouTube.com/Star88FM if you'd like to be a part of the show live. He chimed in and said, guys, pray for my friend Becca. Her little sister's in the hospital. Collapsed, and then after she was in the hospital for a while, the next day she had a seizure.
Oh,
so
man.
asking for prayers for Mark's friend. She has to be in the hospital for a while again. So praying. It's good to see the Star Me immediately going, boom, praying.
Yeah.
So be praying for her. So
that's another cool thing about jumping on YouTube or Facebook Live. It's like this cool hangout, where everybody can hang, and if you guys
community.
need prayer, if you need whatever, just chime in.
We are here for you.
Heck yeah, man.
Well, I hate to start it off with this news, but it seems like this is our culture. This is America. This is what happens more often than I'd like to report. But yesterday, there was a shooting at YouTube's headquarters in San Bruno, California. And man, I was playing my dumb little video game, and then the alert came through, and I was just locked in watching the helicopter.
Yeah.
Just like, all right.
I didn't hear about it until this morning.
Man, a woman, a 20 or a 30, something-year-old woman. You think I would get this right. Shot 3 people. She shot a 27-year-old woman, a 32-year-old woman, and a 36-year-old man. All of them were taken to the hospital. All of them are expected to survive. The woman used a handgun, not an assault rifle or an AR-15, like we've seen in just about every other deadly mass shooting. The only death was the shooter. She took her own life. The police released a statement last night saying the shooting was personal and not terrorism, but they didn't elaborate. So let me. I guess she was a vegan activist. This, according to her family. She was a vegan activist who took exception, if you will, to their new policies, saying that because of YouTube's new policies, it had hindered revenue for her because it had changed the way ads were coming through. It had limited her audience. Because of that, she lost subscribers and all of this because of her disdain for YouTube.
Oh, wow.
So what's really, really horrible is this 39-year-old woman from San Diego drives all the way to Silicon Valley, basically. And the family knew something was up because that's not close. San Diego and San Francisco are not close at all.
Yeah, it's San Francisco's north and San Diego's
it is a
further
drive.
south.
The family called the police and said, hey, my daughter's been saying some pretty threatening things about YouTube, and we believe she's going to their headquarters. What gets even more horrible is the fact that the police actually found her Tuesday morning in her car. They talked to her. They asked her some questions. Family's worried about you. What are you doing up here? She answered their questions, and they said, okay. Have a nice day. The family claims that they warned the police multiple times that something bad was going to happen.
Yeah, you'd think that they'd maybe search the car, and even if she had a gun and if she had it legally.
Yeah, if it's not.
I'm just trying to think, okay, what do you do in that situation if you're a cop? You question the person. If they sound like maybe they're sane.
Right.
What else can you do?
All of their questions.
Yeah.
She's 39 or would have been 39 today, actually. It was her birthday. Would have been 39. So it's one of those things where, once again, we hear these stories and, man.
Yeah, as a police officer.
What do you do?
You have to use you have to use your best judgment in those situations. And I would hope that those police officers, they did their best and they thought, you know what? This isn't Minority Report where we can predict the future, before it happens. So it's terrible. I mean, she doesn't. And think about it. How many women have done this? There's not a whole lot.
Right.
It's usually a man that does something like this, not a woman, which is, it's crazy.
Yeah.
So apparently the 3 people you said they're going to live, that got shot, they're going to make it. That's what I heard. But nobody died, except I guess she did. She turned the gun on herself.
Yeah. She did. After critically injuring a couple. So... and Jarrell said California probably has the strictest gun laws.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Yeah, she was a blogger. She was an activist. She was a vegan. She claims discrimination. She said that YouTube was discriminating against her because they limited her audience. She said there were unfair restrictions on her content that led to drastic fall in the numbers of views she had. She posted complaints about YouTube on Facebook, on her website.
Yeah, I think this is a clip of her going off on YouTube.
I'm being discriminated and filtered on YouTube, and I'm not the only one. And if you go and check my videos, you see that my new videos hardly get views, and my old videos that used to get many views stopped getting views. And another thing, they age restricted my ab workout video, a video that has nothing bad in it, nothing sensual. Why they did that? Because it got famous and was getting many views. I contacted support team.
I don't even understand what you're saying. I'm sorry. I don't even care.
Inappropriate.
I was listening to that.
Whatever. She's just ranting about YouTube.
It totally justified getting a gun and going in there and shooting
he's
people.
Being an idiot and sarcastic. For those that want to email in immediately, like, I can't believe you joke about that. He's not. It's called sarcasm.
It's called sarcasm. I'm sorry.
I just wanted to get your back as the wingman because I know that there'd be that one person be like, you can't joke about this.
I know.
People got shot. Yes, they did. So let's take it seriously.
I probably should have learned back, I don't know, 15 years ago when a guy was going to shoot me because I was joking around on the air. I probably should have learned a lesson, but I haven't. And that's real. Somebody was going to kill me.
But Bill's focused on the fact that I said Silicon Valley.
Yeah, I was going to ask you. I always thought it was Silicon.
It is Silicon.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry. Whatever. That's what we should focus on right now. Amidst the chaos of the day. Yeah, what's interesting is, she drove herself up there. The family was worried. They reported her missing, and they told the police that they were worried she was heading up there. And I mean, they got her. They talked to her. But you're right. Like, it's not Minority Report. If she seemed sane, answered all of their questions correctly, she's a grown woman. What can you do? Because of course now everybody's like, in hindsight, they should have just arrested her. They should have, because the family is saying she'd still be alive if the police had done their job. And it's like, well, didn't they do their job? They found her.
Yeah.
They questioned her. She's a grown-up. Nothing seemed amiss.
Yeah. That'd be the last thing you would think, is that a woman like that would walk into YouTube and start shooting people up.
Right. Anyways, coming up, speaking of Minority Report, I've got a story that I'd like to talk about, but I want to save it for like the 7 o'clock hour when we can get people chiming in, because on the flip side, a teenager is currently banned from his senior prom because of something he did on social media. So we talk about the right thing to do, the wrong thing to do. In this situation, the police found this woman beforehand, questioned her. She seemed on the level. They let her go. Now we've got another end of the spectrum where something happened on social media, and this kid is currently banned from his senior prom because of a quote threat.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what people think about this.
Yeah. All right. We'll talk about that coming up at 7 o'clock. A 16-year-old kid in Newark led police on a high-speed chase through a golf course on Saturday, and when they finally caught him, he started singing the theme song from Cops.
All right, no rankings, up foot, build up foot. Go on, Harwick and Andover. Going through backyard. Let's get a canine.
Bad boys, what you gonna do?
Right. Oh, I'm too tall. Hold up.
No such thing as too tall, brother.
Oh my God.
Police later discovered the teen was in possession of burglary tools, cash, debit cards, personal identification stolen from many residents in Gloucester and Harrington Park. It was later learned that he had burglarized 2 locations late Friday night. Yeah, according to the police, there were multiple thefts in the area. The Northern Valley has been getting hit with the rash of burglaries, auto burglaries, and vehicle thefts within the last month. And inside the car, they found just about all the evidence they need to just, rightly convict this kid of lots of things.
Wow.
The unnamed teen faces charges including eluding, resisting arrest by flight, burglary, receiving stolen property. He faces charges in Closter and Harrington Park. He also received 10 motor vehicle summonses.
Bad boys, bad boys. What you gonna do?
No,
what you
dude.
I like this guy's better.
Yeah.
This guy got arrested.
And that's what he started singing.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like that. But dude, think about this. This kid is 16 years old, and when he was being arrested, what he did was start singing the cops' theme song. Like, there is no fear anymore. No respect for authority
You're
anymore.
taking a lemon and you're making lemonade.
What? You mean because you're arrested?
Yeah. You take a bad situation and you make it better?
No. That's not making anything better. That just shows a lack of respect. I'm just saying. I mean, as evidence with my neighborhood recently, it just seems like, gosh, man, nobody has any fear. Nobody has any respect. Moving on.
Drugs, man, they're bad.
Yeah. Someone in Japan went viral last month after they used sandpaper to make a ball of aluminum foil perfectly round and smooth. Now a bunch of idiots online have fallen for a prank that says, man, you know how you do this? Put a ball of tin foil in the microwave.
You know, I saw this and I thought to myself, we need to try this on the air. So I got a ball of foil.
What?
Okay, we're going to stick it in the microwave.
No, dude, this was an April Fool's
Now,
prank.
I want to see if it actually works.
He says if
and
you
it
tried
becomes
this,
this
you
metal
put
ball.
a tight ball of tin foil in the microwave for a few minutes, it
What do you
turns
think,
into a
3
real
minutes?
ball.
All right, 3 minutes?
It doesn't, that's not
Here we
real.
go.
No, guys,
Here we
this
go.
isn't actually real.
You know what?
No, don't
tell me
ever.
what-
No,
God.
don't put tin foil
Oh
in
my
the
God.
microwave.
I can't.
It's going to go
I
back.
can't
Open
open
the
it
door.
off.
It's
Turn
stuck.
it off
The door
right
is
now.
stuck. Oh my God. And scene. And that, my friends, is why you never, ever put tinfoil in the microwave.
Just teaching you guys.
Guys.
We're teachers. We're teachers. You're a teacher. I'm a teacher.
I will say this. It's a terribly wonderful April Fool's prank. Shout out to the dude in Japan who went viral after doing this. Arigato!
A reggaeton?
No.
Is he Italian?
No, it's arigato. People, some might say origato.
Okay.
But it's actually pronounced arigato.
Mm.
That's real, guys.
Okay.
My friend Anasu, who owns the Takumi sushi place.
I wish she was my friend, but you never introduced
That's what
me.
she told me.
You never introduced me, man.
That's how you say it.
I'd appreciate it.
You
if
weren't
introduced
complaining
me
when
next
you were
time.
getting a bunch of yummy sushi in your belly.
Well, I mean, sitting there waiting.
Okay. Dex can attest to this next story. It is harder than ever to lose weight right now, guys. You know why? Netflix and Uber.
I don't get it.
If you're having trouble losing weight, here are the 4 greatest words you can hear. It's not your fault.
Oh.
According to a new study, it's harder to lose weight right now than ever before. Why? Because of all the sweet, seductive technology we have at our disposal. Why walk anywhere when you can Uber? Why leave the house when you have Hulu and Netflix?
Ooh, logging in now, guys.
Okay, no, you can't log in right now. We have a job to do, all right? Things like Netflix, Hulu, keeping us on the couch so we're moving around less and less. Uber and Lyft keep us from needing to walk anywhere. Grubhub, Postmates keep us from having to cook healthy meals whatsoever. Even shopping online keeps us from having to go to the store or walk anywhere at all. Basically, all of these new technological advances are helping us to become lazier and lazier and lazier. And it makes it pretty darn hard to, break out of this pattern of laziness and walk outside and go for, a nice little stroll.
That is so true.
Workout. Or what's the answer if you want to lose weight? Well, researchers say your best bet is to talk to an expert like, I don't know, your doctor. Get realistic. Slow, sustainable plan that works for your schedule. Something like that. Our girl Becca Apodaca, she's like a dope photographer.
Yeah.
She's also a stay-at-home mom and a veggie, meaning she just kicks it at home quite a bit. She posted something yesterday. She was like editing photos, and she was like at her work desk, like doing yoga. It was like, yo, I can't always get to the gym. So when I can't, check out this regimen. And I'm like, all right, I like that.
I've talked about this before. I do a workout while I binge watch. I do push-ups.
I know. This is real. Tell them your regimen.
I showed off my guns last week. You guys saw it. That's all from watching Netflix.
Don't show them off online because you'll get banned.
That's a good
I got a
call.
story about that coming up. Okay? Don't show off your guns online.
Oh, well, no, not that gun.
Wait, what?
Oh, my arms, my biceps, my triceps.
Oh, your guns.
Yeah, bro.
Okay, sorry.
You saw me flex? You saw me flexing, bro?
I did. Just saying, if you're going to be at home binging on the old Netflix, tell them your Punisher regimen. That's what he calls it.
The Punisher regimen.
The Punisher regimen. How did it go with Netflix? Go ahead.
Basically, what you do is you do push-ups and squats and burpees while you watch.
But what if you don't want to be
Super easy.
distracted? I got a better regimen for you, okay? This one's a good one. For every episode you watch, you have to do that many per minute. Huh? So let's say you watch an episode of The Punisher.
Okay.
It's 58 minutes long. So you're going to need to do 58 sit-ups.
Ooh, I like that.
58 push-ups.
I need to write this down.
At the end of the episode, right? Episode ends that way. Hey, I just want to enjoy this episode. I don't want to have to like work out wild. What if I miss something? What if it gets intense? Your heart rate's already up because you're watching some crazy show on Netflix. But once it's over, boom.
Yes.
How long was that episode? 56 minutes? All right, here we go. 56 push-ups. 1 and 2. 3.
Yeah, bro.
You know, 3's good.
I like
Three's
it.
good. 3's.
Well, you got to start somewhere.
You
gotta start somewhere.
Woo! Yeah, that was good. Dad, maybe you do push-ups and
I
sit-ups.
like that.
Huh?
I think that's a good
Squats?
routine.
Yeah, maybe do squat. I can't do squats right now.
See, what I do is I go until I can't do them anymore.
Okay.
So I burn out my legs.
Yeah, but
and
see,
my
you don't
arms.
want to burn it. You don't want to burn yourself out, especially if you're binge watching. So let's say you're watching like a Big Bang Theory or something like that. That's only like 22-minute episodes. Every 22 minutes, you're doing 22 push-ups, sit-ups, and squats.
Yes.
Gosh, I need to market this.
I like
What
it.
are we calling it? What are we calling it?
Netflix.
You're
Flex.
onto something.
Netflix.
Netflix. You are on to something.
Netflix, guys.
Netflix. We're taking over the world. We're taking over the world. Netflix.
Does it exist?
No, it doesn't.
Buy it.
We're
Buy
gonna
it right
make
now.
$1 million.
Buy it right now. Netflix.
Netflix, guys. Netflix.
Nobody else is allowed to buy it out there. We call dibs.
We just boom. We just took that.
We just bought it.
That is trademarked.
Woo.
Yeah. Jeter,
I think you
Jeter
need
and Tariff
therapy.
Company. Yeah.
Oh.
Are we serious? I don't know. Maybe we are. Welcome to the show, everybody. We got to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to talk more about guns. And I'm not talking about my guns in the studio.
Yep.
My Netflix.
Yeah. A teenager was banned from his senior prom for something he did on social media. Was it was it a just punishment?
505-585-LIVE. You want to text in. We're also on Facebook Live and YouTube Live. You can go watch the show. Just search Star 88 FM. We'll be right back from the Dreamstar Remodeling Star 88 Studios.
I'm Daniel, and it's time to get in the techno. If you've always wanted to visit Walt Disney World in Orlando or Disneyland in California, but don't care for long lines, thousands of people, humid weather, and taking out a second and third mortgage, Google is bringing 11 Disney parks to Google Maps Street View. That's going to allow you to virtually visit the Mouse's Kingdom from your recliner while you pound down some KFC. There's many parks to choose from, including Epcot and Magic Kingdom, Guardians of the Galaxy, Typhoon Lagoon, California Adventure, and Hollywood Studios. And you can actually wander around them and look at all the attractions. Of course, you can't actually go on the rides, but you can probably find some videos on YouTube if you search. It's not all bad. The Street View version of Disney parks could come in useful if you're a particularly meticulous trip planner or just bored and want to check things out before selling your kidney to pay for a trip. I'm Daniel, and now you're in the techno on Star 88.
A supernova on Star 88 with David Jeremiah.
When Jesus died on the cross, the whole earth became dark at midday. When Egypt was judged, there was a blackness of night. When the Lord came down at Mount Sinai, the mountain was shrouded in black cloud. This is once again what the prophet said would happen at the beginning of the tribulation period. Joel said it this way. Joel the prophet wrote, "And I will show wonders in the heavens and in the earth, blood and fire and pillars of smoke. The sun shall be turned into darkness and the moon into blood before that great and terrible day of the Lord come." Zephaniah the prophet wrote, "That day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble and distress, a day of wasteness and desolation, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness."
Turning Point with David Jeremiah. Don't miss it on our sister station, KNKT, weekdays at 11 a.m. on 107.1 FM. This is KLYT, Albuquerque, Santa Fe, Star 88, New Mexico's fresh alternative.
It's you and me now, living the quiet life. It's you and me now. We've been burned once or twice. I say, ooh, come a little closer. I say, ooh, hide away your heart, Lord. And all we have is love to bring us together tonight. It's gonna be alright, and only you can let it in, so let it in for you at night. It's gonna be alright. You and me now, getting caught in the crossfire. It's you and me now, but we climb a little higher. I say, ooh, come and make me stronger. I say, ooh, I need your love closer. And all we have is love to bring us together tonight. It's gonna be alright, and only you can let it in, so let it in for you at night. It's gonna be alright. It's gonna be alright. It's gonna be alright.
In the storms, your feet can't carry no more. I'll be there by your side to take your hand to be your
Scotty's Pond Hive. Pond Hive. Having trouble finding real ninja throwing stars? Want to check out the latest in virtual reality? Games not included. Need a new travel tattoo stencil? Well, then you need Scotty's Pond Hive. Pond Hive. Need Scotty to take down that beehive? He can do it.
Yo, this is Scotty. You got problems with bees? Let me be the one to remove them.
Huh?
Or maybe you just need protection. Hire Scotty. He'll be your bodyguard.
Hey, you got problems with peoples? Let me be the one to remove them. Huh?
All vintage Ed Hardy gear on sale now. Scotty's Pawn Hive has a large collection of glass eye, prepper survival kits, an extensive collection of Steven Seagal movies. Pawn. Scotty's Pawn Hive. An Axl Rose box set and a No Fear sticker with every purchase or pawn.
The Morning Invasion.
I love Star 88. I love The Morning Invasion. My sister and I, we listen to it all the time. She travels back and forth. She doesn't live in the same town as me. So whenever we hang out, we always listen to it and we jam together. And it just reminds me of all the good times that we've had, all the bad times that we've had, and how God has been there with us through every single thing that we've gotten through. And it's amazing. I love it so much. I can't get enough of it. Ugh, love it so much. So thank you all so much for doing this station. It is amazing. I'm in love. God bless you guys.
You're welcome. Welcome, everybody.
Okay.
Thanks for joining us. Facebook Live, YouTube Live. Go there. Coming up, we'll do a survey. What would you be willing to give up in exchange for a 10% pay raise? Also, kids are doing something stupid. Imagine that. Kids are snorting things. And it's not drugs. But I feel like we need to do it because, well, kids are, of course, they're dying from doing this stupid thing. 505-585-LIVE. You want to text into the show. Also, phone lines are open at 505-338-3700. Now, we were just talking about the shooting at YouTube yesterday. And you found another story about a young man who was going to go to his senior prom, but he posted something right before he went to his prom. And then what happened?
Well, I'm posting a poll right now, actually, on Facebook. I'd love to know your thoughts. A teenager was banned from his senior prom for posting a photo of a gun on social media. He's 18 years old. He's banned from attending a senior prom following complaints from students about a post he had. It says, Second Amendment Part 2, yee yee. And there's what looks to be, what is that, an AR-15?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a photo of a High Point model 45-95, a 45 caliber semi-automatic rifle.
I was going to say that.
That's what you were going to say.
That's what
Guys,
I thought.
we're experts. Come on. With rifles.
You'd think I'd know. I grew up around guns.
Right? I went to a military school. I was in the Coast Guard. Like, I was an expert marksman with small bore weaponry, which was like a 20.
I wanted to be commando when I was a child.
His second post was about 10 hours later, and it said, I'll be at ERHS's prom. Try not to get offended, okay? Because, you know, when he posted that first one, it was like this, that, and the other.
Yeah, so he posts a gun of an assault rifle, and then how much longer afterwards?
About 10 hours.
10 hours later, his next one was, hey, I'm going to prom. Try not to get offended,
okay?
Okay.
Because everybody's offended by his gun post. Well, he posted a photo of a rifle, and then 10 hours later posted he was going to prom. So people started complaining like, this dude's posting gun pictures and then just said he was going to the prom. I think he's going to shoot people at the prom. So before the dance, which is being held this coming Saturday, he received a call from the school's resource officer who told the teen that he would not be able to go because of complaints that he was a potential threat to the prom itself. He believes that currently enrolled students considered him a threat after he posted the photo of a semi-automatic rifle on his Twitter account. And then, as I mentioned, a tweet 10 hours later about going to the prom. So he posted something else. He said, these two tweets that I posted are somehow threats to the people of ERHS. I am now not allowed to attend Eagle River High School prom. 1, I don't own the gun. 2, I don't see how the tweet was a threat in any way, shape, or form. 3, I'm a law-abiding American. 4, this is my senior prom. 5. You can't assume I'm a bad person based on a post I made on social media. And then he posted the two together.
I'm torn with this because I want to agree with everything he's saying because he obviously isn't a shooter, somebody who was going to go into the prom and start shooting it up. I mean, we know that's not the case. So him getting banned from the prom seems weird to me. It doesn't seem weird that people freaked out and contacted the authorities or the school. I think that's what needed to happen.
Okay.
I'm okay with that. Better safe than sorry, right?
And so that's why I'm like, I want to know your guys' thoughts. I'm posting it right now. Boom!
Yeah, go to facebook.com/star88fm or
Post
you can
a poll.
Text in or you can call us at 505-338-3700.
I posted the poll, guys. Senior banned from his prom for posting a photo of a gun. What are your thoughts? Serves him right? Or school overreacted? Those are your options.
Yeah, can't they find out, okay, this kid obviously isn't a threat and he didn't bring a gun to the prom? When he showed up, maybe the police are there. Were the authorities there or anything? Or did he just get a message that says, hey, you're out?
They called him, the school's officer, if you will. The SRO called him and said, sorry, bro. People complain that you're a threat to the prom. You're not going to prom.
Wow.
Jarrett says he's got a good point here. He said the kid makes a good point, but if no one did anything and then he came to the prom and shot the place up,
right,
then people would complain that more should have been done. So this is a question of right punishment, better safe than sorry, or are they overreacting? Because yesterday, a 39-year-old woman drove from San Diego to San Francisco because she was taking exception with YouTube, and the family called the police and said, hey, our daughter's missing. We believe she's driving up to San Francisco, to Silicon Valley, because she's angry with YouTube and we're scared she's going to do something stupid. The cops found her, questioned her. She was asleep in her car, and she answered all their questions, and they're like, all right, have a great day. And then she went and shot a few people and killed herself. And people are furious because it's like, more should have been done. They should have just arrested her. And it's like, well, on what grounds?
Yeah.
Because the family was scared? So if they had arrested her, who knows? We don't know because she didn't get arrested, and then she went and shot a few people and then killed herself.
See, in this case, the kid didn't do anything either. It's not a crime to post a picture of an assault rifle on your Facebook page or your Twitter.
Yeah, it's not. I agree with you.
Why is he banned from the prom? And then he does another tweet about how, hey, I'm headed to the prom. Don't get offended because a lot of people didn't like his gun post. Like, he shouldn't have got punished for that.
See, Shannon says maybe if he didn't post an assault rifle. And I'm thinking, well, maybe if he didn't post 10 hours later, hey, I'm going to be at the prom this weekend. Try not to get offended.
See, I feel like 10 hours later is enough time because if he did it immediately after posting a picture of a gun, then I would think that would look worse.
Listen, Minority Report.
Just saying.
What are your thoughts?
No, thank you for calling.
585 Live is our text-in number. That's 505-585-5483 if you can't get through because the phones are jammed.
So I'm on the side of I'm glad people reacted and they looked into it.
But it's an overreaction?
But I'm not okay with them banning him from his senior prom.
Yeah, somebody says, Looper chimed in and said, I don't think you should have been banned, but in this climate, in this day and age, the way things are going right now, I understand why he was banned. Somebody said, he told them not to get offended, and then they got offended.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah. Incredible.
So obviously there's security at the prom.
Yeah.
You would think he shows up to the prom and I'm sure they check for weapons, right?
Dude, there's no, you can't win. Did you see this week all of the Parkland students who are complaining about the new backpacks?
No.
You haven't seen this?
No, I haven't seen it.
Okay. In Florida, where this shooting took place, kids went away for spring break and came back, and they handed out, here you go. Here's your new school issue backpack.
Bulletproof backpacks?
No, you dummy. Everyone has to wear this clear backpack.
Oh, so they can see
completely
inside
transparent backpack. And so now students are like rioting. I saw a ton of different tweets from different students at this particular high school. One was like a boy just filled to the brim with tampons, like all of these different like personal products, just saying thanks for the invasion of privacy. And now they're crying foul saying you can't do this to us. It's an invasion of privacy. And the school's like, okay, well, we're just trying to keep you safe.
Yeah.
This is the first measure. And it's like, all this is doing is trying to take the attention off of the need for gun reform. And then you have people in other places like my boy. The only reason I even found out about this because my boy Propaganda, he tweeted something out because he said, welcome to America. This is California life. In California, he said there's a bunch of schools that are already doing that. So
yeah, don't a lot of schools have metal detectors when you walk in?
Yeah. And these clear backpacks. And so it's like, is this an invasion of privacy? Are they just trying to keep them safe? Like, what do you do? Nobody can win ever, it seems like. So phone lines are jamming up.
505-338-3700. Good morning.
Good morning. I have a comment about the kid who can't go to prom. I think he's probably at an age where he's going to come into adulthood, and he just learned a hard lesson about being responsible with your own words. I mean, I think that, you know, in this day and age of what we're going through in society, the Parkland shooting, YouTube yesterday, I mean, as flippant as he wants to make it sound like, oh, it was just a joke, those things are taken seriously now. And he's going to miss his prom, and I know that probably hurts him, but at a really young age, he learned he can't just say whatever he wants and not have full culpability of the reaction to it.
But he didn't say anything wrong. I mean, that's where I'm at. Do you really think that he said anything wrong?
I think that if you post a picture of yourself, that's another thing, too, being responsible about what you put on your social media.
Yeah.
You know, we live in an age where an employer can go look and say, okay, this person likes to do this and our company doesn't agree with that.
Yeah.
But you put something on social media and without directly saying, hey, this is my gun, isn't it pretty? I'm going to go put it away now and put it on safety and put it in a lockbox. You kind of leave it out there for interpretation.
You do.
And when that happens, people interpret things differently.
I will say one thing I want to point out is he wasn't holding it. It was like a stock photo of a rifle. He doesn't even own the rifle. So it wasn't a picture of him with the rifle. It was just a stock photo of a rifle. Does that make sense? I don't think it's much different, but you know, it's still, he wasn't, because I just want to make it clear, the photo was not him with the rifle. He was not holding the rifle. He doesn't even own the rifle. It's just a stock photo, you know, like that you can get online of a rifle by itself.
But it's still the picture.
Yeah. But he claimed, in a way, he kind of claimed the rifle as his own when he decided to put it on his social media.
What did he say when he tweeted the picture of the gun?
Second Amendment Part 2, yee yee.
Okay.
And then it's just a photo of this rifle.
There is nothing wrong with that.
I mean...
come on, man. People post pictures of their guns all the time.
We can't even send our kids to the movies. We can't send them to church. You can't go to school. Yeah. Evidently, you can't go to work.
You're not allowed. You're not allowed to post photos of your gun.
You are allowed to, but
or a gun
I agree
that you
with
love.
what she's saying in regard. And this echoes what somebody on the live line just said. Freedom of speech is not without freedom from consequence. And in this day and age, like
there shouldn't have been the only consequences that should have happened. Thank you. The only consequences that should have happened is that they should have checked him out. He shouldn't have been banned from the prom.
Don't get me wrong. I hear what you're saying. I'm choosing not to take a side. Somebody said if I tweet a picture of a nice car and then 10 hours later say, I'm going to go out to the bar, are they going to arrest me for DUI?
It's a good call.
The school should have looked more into it before making a decision on this.
Banning him from his senior prom sounds crazy to me.
Somebody said the school is definitely wrong here. This student is not going to post about committing a crime if he's really going to do it, especially on a public forum several days before the event. I disagree with that. I totally disagree with that because the kid in Florida, like, the FBI looked into him because he was posting threats.
Yeah.
He was posting threats on social media. Him and his all of his weapons and him. Oh my gosh. So yeah, I don't agree with that.
We put a poll up at our Facebook page. It's Star 88 FM. You can go there and tell us what you think. You can also call us at 505-338-3700.
Somebody said The shooting was in a trailer park. We live next door to the trailer where the shooting happened. Luckily, they weren't home. Police had to take a bullet off of our driveway. I don't know what you're talking about, but
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
what shooting are you talking about?
I know. We're talking about a kid who was
shooting never
18 years old, if you're just joining us. Posted a photo on his Twitter saying Second Amendment Part 2 yee yee, and it was a photo of a High Point model 4595. It's a 45 caliber ACP semi-automatic rifle. And then 10 hours later, he posted a tweet saying, "I'll be at ERHS's prom, try not to get offended, okay?" Well, the school did get offended, as did a bunch of students from the school, and he got a phone call from his SRO, the school resource officer, saying, "Hey, bro, guess what? Banned from your senior prom. Can't do that." So,
yeah,
was the school on the right? Were better safe than sorry, or is this a way overreaction? We want to know.
What do you think? Go ahead.
Oh, good morning. First off, I want to say, I graduated high school back in 1995 in Oklahoma, and we had metal detectors even back then.
Oh, wow.
So I'm surprised that more schools don't have metal detectors. We also had to have mesh backpacks back then.
Oh, okay.
So when people are like, "Oh, well, this isn't based," I graduated over 20 years ago, and we already had that. And then now I have a 9-year-old and a 10-year-old, and it's sad that after we do homework, we do active shooter drills. Or whenever we're just hanging out, I'll walk through the hall of the apartment, and I'll go bang, 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 and have the kids drop to the floor and act dead. And then I will go and critique their death pose and their response time. And I try to do that randomly because we just never know. We could be at Walmart or the mall or who knows where, and a shooting can occur. And it's sad that I feel like I have to prepare my kids for something like that.
So I'm not going to lie. I freaked out a little when you said that because I have 3 boys, and I'm like, I don't know that I've ever done like
active shooter drills,
but we've done stuff like that, just not like walking around the house like bang, 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 shooting them and then asking them to play dead like that. Wow. Wow. Thank you.
No, I think that's great that you're teaching your kids that. Good job.
Thank you. It's sad, but I feel that it's necessary.
No, yeah, for sure. Hey, thanks for calling. You can text in a 505-585-LIVE. What do you guys think of the situation? It seems like a lot of people agree that, you know what, they should have investigated. They should have checked out, and I'm glad that they did. But at the same time, why did the school ban him from senior prom? Like, he didn't do anything wrong as far as what he posted on Twitter.
Yeah.
Or maybe you think that wasn't appropriate.
Yvette and Ariel said, especially with all the crap going on with shootings in this day and age, what was he thinking? Dominic says it deserved investigation and then a decision, not a knee-jerk reaction to ban him from his prom.
So then every time somebody posts or tweets a picture of a gun, they should be investigated? Because he didn't say anything in his tweet that would make me feel like he was going to harm anybody.
So here's the deal. Let me clarify some things because people are freaking out back and forth on social media. One of them's pregnant, Britt Romney. So I want to make sure I clarify everything. There's an 18-year-old kid who goes to Eagle River High School in Anchorage, Alaska. He had to drop out and pursue his GED because he suffered third-degree burns to his face and upper body after trying to start a fire at a family gathering. Okay, so it's okay.
Oh.
However, he was still going to attend this school prom with his childhood friend who applied for a guest pass on this student's behalf. So he no longer attends the high school. Before the dance, which is this Saturday, he received a call from the school's resource officer, the SRO, saying, "You can't go, bro." They said he was a potential threat to the prom. And here's why. He posted a photo on social media saying Second Amendment Part 2 yee yee with a semi-automatic rifle. 10 hours later, he posted another tweet saying, I'll be at ERHS's prom. Try not to get offended, okay? He claims the reason he posted the second one is because of his tuxedo, which is a American flag bow tie and an American flag vest, because he's very patriotic. So he claims that's what he meant by, I'm going to the prom, try not to get offended. However, the school said, 1, you don't attend here, you were coming as a guest. 2, you just posted a photo of an assault rifle, and then you mentioned that you're going to the prom. Students aren't comfortable with that. You're not going.
Okay. You know what? I'm okay with them kicking him out now that you explain the whole story.
He said, it's a gun that I like. That is all it is. I was just sharing what I like. It wasn't directed toward anybody. As for the second tweet about the dance, warning fellow attendees not to get offended, it was in reference to my American flag tuxedo that I plan to wear, and some people don't like our American flag.
Yeah, that's tough, man, because after even saying I'm fine with it, I'm like, but am I fine with it? Because still, the kid didn't do anything wrong.
Let me just, you have a daughter, a singular daughter, and 2 sons. Let's pretend like Jaden was going to this dance, and you, as a parent, caught word that there was a kid who posted a rifle photo and then posted something saying, try not to get offended. Would you want your daughter going to that dance if that kid was going?
That's a good call, Steve-O.
I'm just saying, like, could it be an overreaction? Sure. Maybe.
I know. That's different when you say it like that.
Of course it is.
And when you get the details of, okay, the kid obviously wasn't going to shoot the school up. And I don't think the picture of the gun and even the tweets, I don't think they, maybe they should, an investigation should happen. But as far as them getting kicked out of the prom, I don't know.
For the person who's like freaking out saying, stop calling it an assault rifle, it's an AR-15. 1, shut up. And 2, we never said it was an assault rifle. I said it's a High Point model 4595, a 45 caliber ACP semi-automatic rifle.
I might have said assault rifle earlier when we started. I don't know. I don't know. We don't know what that gun is.
I did not say an assault rifle. I said exactly what the rifle is. Go away.
And who cares if it's an assault rifle or it's just a gun? You know, it doesn't matter if it was a pistol or if it was an assault rifle or if it was just that.
The Second Amendmenters get like all bunched up in their nethers.
Thank you for holding.
Because it's like, hey, man, stop calling it an assault rifle, man. Okay. Somebody said he didn't do anything wrong, but his timing, terrible. And because of that, it's a case of better safe than sorry. Somebody else said they could have searched him at the door. Somebody said, what's stupid is that actual school shooters feel safe enough to post threats and announce their intentions on social media. Obviously, these things are not being taken seriously enough. It hurts for this kid, but maybe it'll teach some people that you have to be aware of what you post and that there are real-life consequences.
Good morning.
Morning. My take is if this guy was really, really set on shooting up a school, don't you think that this is just going to push him closer to that?
What?
I mean, short of armed guards at the door, you're not going to stop a kid that's willing to go and shoot up a school.
Yeah,
by
so if
kicking him out of prom.
Yeah, so if he was one of the kids that was going to go to the school and they just stopped this shooter, you're saying that would provoke him even more to want to go back and shoot people up.
Yeah, I mean, if they're going to ban him, maybe they should do it day of or something. But you're giving him, you're scared he's going to shoot up the school.
Wait,
You're giving him a week to.
So you're saying because they gave him proper time to cool down and think about it, they're in the wrong because you should tell him the day of because that's not going to cause chaos, really,
I'm saying
bro?
If he's really going to shoot up a school, kicking him out of the prom ain't going to stop him.
Right.
No, yeah, I was thinking about that earlier. I mean, that's true. If he was going to do this, he was going to take a gun and shoot people at the prom. Even if they said, you're banned, I mean, he can still show up. He could still show up and start shooting people. You're right.
Yeah. Maybe they just keep a better eye on them, I guess, if they're not worried.
Yeah. All right, man. But it goes back to the YouTube lady that went in yesterday afternoon. Yeah.
39 years
Let's
old.
go back to that story real quick because cops found her asleep in her car because she drove from San Diego up to San Francisco, and they found her because her family freaked out because they thought, okay, I think she's going to do something. She's going to do something stupid. And so the cops found her, they questioned her, and the cops decided, you're not a threat, and they let her go.
Right.
It goes back to the whole, we can't predict what's going to happen.
Right.
But we can check out the situation, and we can, I feel like this situation right here with this young man at the prom, that I'm glad that they investigated it. Or did even cops show up and ask him questions, anything like that happen?
I just got a phone call. Just got a phone call from the school's officer saying, hey, you can't come to the prom.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm okay with
I mean, to
that
be
happening.
fair, he's not a student there anymore. He was a student. He ended up having to get his GED. He dropped out of the school. And so he was going to go with a friend who's still at the school as a guest because he didn't get a senior prom.
Is that worthy of getting investigated, though, what he tweeted? Both of the picture of the gun and then the tweet about prom?
Dude, it's 2018. We're 4 months into the year, and it seems like every week we're having to talk about this on the radio because there's another shooting. We're in a culture where we literally just had a march for our lives because people want gun reform, and other people are like, you guys are a bunch of pansies. Here's my handguns.
Yeah.
So I agree with the idea of, I agree with freedom of speech, obviously, very clearly. I say a lot of really stupid things, and I'm stoked that I still have a job. But I also understand that there are times when I say something stupid, there's also going to be consequences to what I say.
Mm-hmm.
And whether or not he believes that he should be banned from prom, there definitely should have been some kind of investigation or looking into what's going on, because he posted a picture of a rifle, a semi-automatic rifle, not an assault rifle, let's be clear, but a rifle. And then 10 hours later said, hey, I'm going to be at this prom. Try not to get offended.
Yeah, I feel like the police show up, they question the kid, they find out, okay, the kid doesn't even own that gun. That was just a picture he found online. That's
Right.
easy to prove.
Yeah.
And then it's
And then
squashed.
go ahead and have fun at
It's
your
done.
prom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. To kick him out of prom for something like that, I think I'm going to go back to it. It's ridiculous.
No one's going to win this ever, because the police aren't going to win this with the YouTube story, because this woman was driving all the way up to San Francisco to do some harm to YouTube. Her family knew. Her family called the authorities. The police found her before she shot the place up, questioned her, didn't find anything amiss, and let her go. And now she's dead. And so everyone is saying the police should have done more. And right now, the people for this story are saying, man, this is an overstepping of bounds. Everybody's overreacting. Let the kid go to prom. But if they had gone to his house and said, oh, it was just a stock photo online, he doesn't own this rifle, and he did go to the prom and people did die, the media would lose their minds and everybody would be saying the police should have done more.
Right.
So, like, nobody's ever going to win.
Mm-hmm. You're right. Good morning.
Good morning. So this is one of the great fallacies of freedom and democracy in our country. You know, our founding fathers and John Locke kind of discussed this. Essentially, it would be easier just to immediately say, well, you know what, that person was going to do harm. We're going to arrest them. Whereas this kid's not going to do harm. We're not going to arrest him if we don't allow due process of law. I just thought that was interesting hearing you guys talk. But really what I wanted to say was I think this is an interesting kind of case in our modern times we're living in. You know, how often do you at the supermarket? My family and I were at a Target during Christmas, and the generator blew and the lights flickered and shut off. And, the first thought on our minds was, dear God, please don't let anyone start shooting.
Yeah.
So is this reasonable fear nowadays? Yeah. But, one of those things, too, that I think we need to take a look at is, what are we getting these fears from? How do we combat that fear? Once we say we're truthfully fearful of something, don't we slaves to that fear because we start living our lives by that fear? It's like Steve-O said, nobody's going to win at this. And it's just something sometimes, this is the best phrase I could think about it. Sometimes we'll just have to bite the bullet on it and just have to say, we don't know. We'd rather be safe than sorry.
Yeah.
But are we willing to give freedom up for liberty? It's one of those questions we have to really think about as a modern society.
Good stuff, man. Thanks for calling in. All right, we'll take a quick break. You can go to our Facebook page. We posted a little poll up there on whether you are on the side of the young 18-year-old kid who wanted to go to a senior
back with regrets and you meant it. I had to reply to your text, never sent it. When bridges are burning, an accusation. Funny how time is the great revelation.
Verdict makes it come alive in this star PowerPoint.
I don't even really feel like what you think I am. I don't even really feel like I deserve this title. And I'm doing the job. And I'm filling the position. But can I be honest with you? Sometimes I feel more like a little boy than I do like a dad. It's the difference between the title others give me and the truth I tell myself. And Paul knew a truth about himself that caused him to always feel a little unworthy of his title. He said, I'm the least of the apostles, and I don't deserve to be called an apostle. Yeah. That's like the singers who just sing so good, and then you're like, oh, that was so good. And they go, shut up. You know you can sing.
That's a PowerPoint on Star 88.
Hey, what's going on in the news today?
Shooting at the YouTube headquarters outside San Francisco has rattled the nearly 2,000 employees there. San Bruno Police Chief Ed Barberini.
We have one subject who's deceased inside the building with a self-inflicted wound that at this time we believe to be the shooter, but we're still following up on that.
Spotify makes its debut on the New York Stock Exchange.
Trump welcomes the leaders of Estonia, Latvia, and Lithuania to the White House to mark the 100th anniversary of each nation's independence.
He said he's thinking very seriously about pulling U.S. troops out of Syria.
And we'll be making a decision as to what we do in the very near future.
Alex Vanderswan gets 30 days in prison and a $20,000 fine. He admitted lying to federal agents about business contacts in Ukraine with two Trump campaign officials.
The International Olympic Committee has announced Calgary is among 7 cities interested in bidding for the 2026 Winter Games.
Queen Elizabeth's husband, Prince Philip, has been admitted to a London hospital for hip surgery.
The Dow closed up 389 points.
Good morning. Welcome to the show. Live from the Dream Style Remodeling Star 88 Studios. We've been talking about an 18-year-old who, I guess he dropped out of high school, right? He was a senior.
Yeah,
he
it's
dropped
so
out.
weird. Well,
and then his buddy invited him to his prom. And so he got a buddy pass so he could come to the prom. Well, I guess right before prom, he posted a picture of a rifle. He tweeted it out. It wasn't even his rifle, just a rifle laying on the ground. And then 10 hours later, tweeted, what was the second tweet? Something about don't get offended because I'm coming to the prom.
I'll be at ERHS's prom. Try not to get offended, okay?
Yep. And so, of course, people freaked out over that. And I'm on the side of, you know what? Check into it. Make sure.
Yeah.
Well, I guess the security at the school contacted this kid and said, hey, sorry, man, but you're banned from coming. Too many people are worried. And we sorry.
What's interesting is this happened in Alaska.
Ooh.
This is Alaska. Like where everybody's carrying rifles to fend off polar bears.
Yeah, that's what you post and tweet is pictures of your rifle. That's like a normal thing, right?
I mean, Let's get cultural about it.
It's funny.
We're talking about the current state of our culture.
A lot of my friends in Montana.
He's in Alaska.
A lot of my friends in Montana, same thing. They post stuff like that all the time.
Yeah. My brother-in-law lives in Arizona, and he constantly posts on social media, "Why I carry," and it's like photos of his of my sister and his kids, and then these big old speeches about like why he carries a handgun at all times. And I'm like, okay, like, do you want people to know that? Isn't that why it's called concealed carry? Because you don't want people to know.
Yeah. Anyways, what are we at Facebook? What
Let's
do people
check
think?
the old Facebook.
What are they thinking?
70% out of our 46 votes say the school overreacted. Only 30% say serves them right.
Wow.
Yeah. So if you're just joining us, an 18-year-old was banned from attending senior prom following complaints from students about a gun-related social media post. He posted a picture of a High Point model 4595. It's a .45 caliber ACP semi-automatic rifle. He then posted 10 hours later, "I'll be at ERHS's prom. Try not to get offended, okay?" Well, he, I guess, used to attend ERHS in Anchorage, Alaska, up until last year when he suffered third-degree burns to his face and upper body. That happened when he was trying to start a fire at a family gathering, but the wood was wet, so he used gasoline. Oh, good. I'm not being funny.
Wow.
I read that story too during the break. He tried to use gasoline to start a fire. It lit his clothes on fire. It was pretty gnarly. Because of that and the medication he was placed on following that, he had to drop out of school and get his GED, which he recently received. But this would have been his senior prom. So he wants to go to the school he attended for his senior prom. He had to apply for a guest pass because his best friend still goes there, and it's like going with my friend. But before the dance, which is this Saturday, he posted a photo of this semi-automatic rifle and the second post saying that he was going to the prom, trying not to get offended. He claims that the second post was because he was wearing a tuxedo with the American flag all over it. Bill Peterson wears this every day to work.
Every day.
This is his uniform.
Every day.
So he got a call from the school's resource officer who told the teen that he would not be able to go because of complaints that he was a potential threat to the prom. He said that currently enrolled students considered him a threat after he posted these photos of the semi-automatic rifle on his Twitter account, followed up with the tweet about going to the dance. So
505-338-3700. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, gentlemen. So what I'd like to first start off with is there is the First Amendment, right? So that's the first thing. He is allowed his free speech and he can say whatever he wants. Two, you know, the whole school shooting thing, I understand what's going on, but think about there's the same amount of guns from the 50s to now, right? What's the difference of why there's more shootings as there is from today than yesteryear, right? And the only thing I can really come up with is that our mental facilities are lacking, and a lot of these kids are getting put on some really, really major drugs that they really shouldn't be even having in the first place.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Excuse me. Okay, and so with that in mind, right? What's gonna have to happen, because really this kid and his parents could maybe have a good, legitimate case about somebody blocking their free speech amendment, which is your constitutional God-given right. Right? Or let me put it the other way, your God-given constitutional right, okay? And you're not going to be able to stop people from doing what they're going to do. There is just malice in the world. And I think people need to start understanding that they need to separate tragedy from malice before the conversation can even really go forward, okay? Now, my solution to it is, it's already a solution here in Albuquerque, is throw some freaking police officers in there. Your / resource officers, I guess, is what they're called here. You know, and it obviously it's not a prison because the kids don't feel like they're in a prison. They're still walking out of school and doing the things that kids still do.
Yeah.
And a better one yet is to go ahead and get some veterans that want to volunteer or that want to be paid to have a resource or to be a resource officer, because they're better trained, they have better strategy, better tactics. You get one of these kids that play Call of Duty that's all jacked up on Vicodin, you know, the kid's not going to stand a chance. And if there's 2 or 3 or more and there's one of them, well, I guarantee you that former soldier does not know the meaning of no or give up or scared. You know, unfortunately, I'm going to say this, and it's probably going to come out the wrong way, but that shooter is going to get eliminated in a very hard way, and most likely his friends too. That if it's more than a one active shooter situation.
I like everything you're saying.
Well, but let me jump in here because I agree with what you're saying. But, and here's where I would interject.
Well, it has to be a good butt. Let me tell you what, because if that butt interferes with my number one amendment.
Well, no, it's to the point of why don't we just get police officers, or why don't we just get in the school? I'm going to take it a more personal approach, because I don't know if you heard about what happened in my neighborhood a couple weeks ago, but let me paint a picture. A month ago, I told a story on the air about a teenager in my neighborhood who pulled a gun on another kid. I don't know if you were listening then, but about a month and a half ago.
Was he arrested?
No, he was not. The police came out.
So there's a disconnect there.
No. Let me finish, because that's literally just the beginning of the story. Kid pulls a gun on another student. Student runs away. I saw it. I called the police. The police couldn't do anything because the kid who got the gun pulled on him ran away, didn't report it, and so there was no, quote, victim. So nothing happened. Okay.
So I'm going to tell you right now, that's the fault of Albuquerque policy and the Albuquerque police policy, and that's going to be the fault of your DA.
Okay, so hold on.
They're the ones that come up.
So then, fast forward about a month, and my wife and I are watching TV a couple weeks ago, and we hear gunshots. Long story short, we run outside, and there is an 18-year-old kid in my rocks in my front yard, bleeding out from a gunshot wound to his face. Thank the Lord our neighbor Tiffany also heard it, ran out, and she happens to be a labor delivery nurse, and because of her expertise, we were able to save this kid's life. Meanwhile, the same kid I saw a month ago acting like an idiot is running up and down the street screaming at who I could assume is his parent, screaming, "We gotta go, we gotta go." I was with the officers till about 1 o'clock in the morning, because in 2018, there have been 14 homicides, and 10 of them, there have been more now, but up to that moment in the night, there had been 14, and 10 of them were unsolved, with like 8 detectives on the force trying to solve all of these crimes. So I get that it's like, hey, let's just throw the police at them. But our police department, at least here, is stretched so thin that we want them to be like Captain America superheroes. But, dude, they're human beings, with, as you're mentioning, like with these restrictions of policy and this, that, and the other, who do their very, very best. And yet, unfortunately, we don't have enough officers to do this job. So it's hard to say, like, let's just throw cops at this prom when you've got other kids in the streets elsewhere, like, shooting up other kids. So where do we put them? What do? We stretch them even further and say, hey, let's just start putting cops at proms.
Not at all. As a matter of fact, for the per capita, Albuquerque has more than enough cops. Now, what you're talking about are two different situations, right? You have what's called street violence, and then you have what's an active shooter situation at a school, right? So, with that being in mind, you kind of have to separate the two things from each other, because it's like you have a drive-by, or not a drive-by, you just have two different types of crimes, but they're both using the same tool, correct? So, as far as the schools are concerned, is what we're actually really talking about. You know, the Albuquerque resource officers that are already there, I think they're the APS school cops.
Mm-hmm.
they're already there, right? They're not patrolling the streets. They're patrolling the school.
Right.
So them being at the prom is where they're supposed to be in the first place. Okay, now, when you start talking about something happening on the streets, now, most of the crime that happens with these guns that are out there on the streets are stolen, okay? So they're already illegal in the first place. And, I mean, it's just a criminal activity. Now, we can get into the whole situation, like, what do we do about guns in society in general? And I'm going to say that you can't rely on the cops to come protect you, because they are doing their other things. And it'll take them maybe, like, if we're lucky, about 2 to 5 minutes response time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but, I mean, by that time, it's already all over and done. So my best suggestion for people to do is, if you don't want to arm yourself, people should really, really consider about thinking on how to deal with an active shooter situation outside of the school, and actually including in the school, because it's going to take more than one person to take another shooter down with, unarmed.
Yeah.
So hopefully people can start getting in their head that when things go down like that it's going to take a group to overpower the one, and then, God willing, nobody seriously gets injured, but it's going to be the situation of, okay, one of us is going to get hurt, but it's going to be for the group. So, that's just the way things are.
All right, man.
That is just the way things are. You're going to have to fix the whole giving these kids drugs, and it's disgustingly sick on how they just pop them in with drugs and not even really
you make a lot of great points
into the situation.
You do. Well, we're just running up
guys,
on the break,
God
man.
bless you.
You too, man. All right.
Did we get so far away from the topic there?
A little bit, yeah. We definitely did. I mean, that was basically the whole gun debate right there in a nutshell.
I will say there's not a problem with our DA or APD policies. Somebody said this is what their quote. So I'm not saying this. There's not a problem with DA or APD policy. The way the laws are written prevent an arrest without a victim. No victim equals no crime, which is why the first time that kid was never arrested.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm telling you, I have many friends on the force who are APD officers, who are Bernalillo County Sheriff's Department guys, and a good friend of mine who is one just chimed in and said, hang up on this guy. He has no clue about my job and what I do every day. And to that I say amen, because I agree. We have some incredible people out there doing the very, very best they can. And here we are as citizens going, oh my gosh, they should have done more. What about this? How come that? I've seen Minority Report, so... Thank you to every single man and woman on our force who sacrifices and puts their life on the line every single day for us as stupid citizens, so we can talk on a radio show and pretend like we know what's best. So
that's so cool.
Thank you, guys.
All right, we got to take a break. You guys can chime in. We've talked about this for an hour, so we're going to move on. But you can go to Facebook, YouTube. You can chime in there. We put a poll up at our Facebook page, and you can tell us what you think, and you guys can have your little back and forth right there at Facebook or YouTube. We're live from the Dreamstar Remodeling Star 88 Studios. We'll be right back.
Star 88 thanks Jake Canales at Doorway Home Loans for becoming a power partner. Jake Canales at Doorway Home Loans provides VA, FHA, USDA, and conventional home loans for purchase and refinance mortgages. Jake Canales, Doorway Home Loans, 505-261-5138. Doorway.com/Jake-Canales. Jake Can. Philippians 4:13. NMLS number 310617. Doorway Home Loans, a DBA of International City Mortgage Incorporated. NMLS number 222730.
Coming up this week on A Daily Walk.
This would be the most joyful time of the service, giving. No, sometimes it isn't. Oh, man, here they come again. Oh, my goodness. Just look like I'm praying. Yes, Lord. Oh, let me just pray. His hand. It's not hilarious. But it should be. God loves a cheerful giver.
Catch A Daily Walk with Pastor John Randall weekdays on this station.
Sundays at 8:30 on the Mission Briefing. A supernova on Star 88 with David Jeremiah.
Whenever you see judgment in the Bible, you should not be surprised to see earthquakes in the picture. What will it be like in that day when the earthquake comes? What will people feel? What will they understand? How could an earthquake be that powerful? Well, most of us remember what happened not many years ago in Mexico when an earthquake measuring just 7.6 on the Richter scale brought Mexico City to its knees. The epicenter of that earthquake was 250 miles from the city. Did you know that? But because the city is built on an alluvial lake bed instead of solid rock, the diminishing seismic waves were actually amplified 5 times when they reached the city.
Turning Point with David Jeremiah. Don't miss it on our sister station, KNKT, weekdays at 11 a.m. on 107.1 FM. This is KLYT, Albuquerque, Santa Fe, New Mexico's fresh alternative. The Morning Invasion.
You know, in the morning when they're carrying on and kidding around, and it makes me laugh or actually scream sometimes. It can get me out of a bad mood and put my framework, my mindset just right. Thanks to the morning show. I really love listening to you guys. Bye.
Remember, you guys can call the live line 505-585-LIVE and leave a voicemail. Tell us anything you want. You want to talk about the station, you want to talk about the morning invasion, 505-585-LIVE. You can also text in. It's our live line. You can go to Facebook, you can go to YouTube, you can watch the show, you can contribute like Bruce and Jared, Paul. Little
Hot
community
coffee.
peeps.
Hot coffee, people.
Stinky coffee.
You know what, bro?
Ugh.
You don't get to be picky about my coffee selection. You who doesn't like anything warm.
Does kind of remind me of my grandparents.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The smooth sounds of the morning invasion.
Yeah.
Talking about such lighthearted things as gun reform and teenagers shooting each other.
Welcome, everybody.
Which one do we want to talk about this hour? The First Amendment or the Second Amendment?
Well, no, I don't want to talk about it.
Me either.
We talked about it for an hour, man. If you missed it, go back. We're on demand. We upload every show, every day. We upload the YouTube, the Facebook, and you guys can go back and watch. Phone lines are open 505-338-3700. But we've moved on, guys. We have moved on to bigger and better things.
You can still vote on the poll, facebook.com/star88fm.
Yeah, sure.
I want to know your thoughts.
A new survey asked Americans what they'd be willing to give up in exchange for a 10% raise.
Whew! Man, can I get 10% raise on somebody else's salary?
Yeah.
Does it have to be my own?
Wow.
I'm just saying.
Keep in mind that the average American salary is how much, Steve-O?
I don't know if I want to know this. How bad is it going to bum me out? 55,000.
52,000.
Gosh, that's
the average American salary.
That's cool.
So people would do this stuff for a $5,200 raise, or roughly $140 more per paycheck after taxes.
After taxes or before taxes?
After taxes.
Okay.
5% of people would eat a Tide Pod. I think I might.
For $5,200?
Yeah.
Yeah, but didn't the poison control center say that that could kill you?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, maybe I wouldn't. 12% of people would break up with their significant other.
Oh my gosh.
That's terrible. 12%. For $140
Are we talking
more per paycheck.
spouse or girlfriend here?
Probably most likely. It's probably significant other. He's probably just boyfriend or girlfriend.
Gosh.
35% of people would give up their right to vote for life. And 9% would give away their child's right to vote for life.
Oh my gosh! For 5 G's. This is stupid.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
This lends itself to our last hour conversation and the decline of our society.
All right, here's where it gets interesting. 40% would give up all dental care for a 10% raise. And 19% would go with no health insurance. Wow. 56% will work an extra 10 hours per week for life.
Wait.
Okay.
What?
And 50% would work 6-day weeks for the next year. Just for
that's not a raise. That's like...
Yeah, that's crazy, right?
That's called working. I don't want to work more. I want to work less.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's roughly what? Just a couple extra hours a day? For
10% more pay?
Yeah.
These are all terrible.
Yeah, 10%. You bump it up. You bump it up to a 50% raise and things start happening. That's where I think things get crazy. 10% isn't really all that much if you think about it.
It's not. It's not.
So the fact that people would do that,
$3,000.
Wow.
I just did our taxes. I know. I can do basic math. You would. Oh, this is terrible.
Yeah. So the CDC reported last year that 10 people died as a result of the Tide Pod challenge. And in this survey, 5% would eat a Tide Pod for a 10% raise. That's crazy. Are people that desperate? Ugh.
For cash, bro.
Yeah,
for cash.
All right.
To me, it sounds like, well, one, stupidity, but especially the Tide Pod one. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Come on. We were just trashing the youths for being idiots and doing stupid things like this. And all of a sudden it's like, but what if we paid you $1,000? Oh, I'm in. Yeah, I'll possibly kill myself for 5 G's.
Let me ask you the question. If they bumped it up to a 50% pay raise, would you do any of those? 50% pay raise.
Woo! Okay, what were they? No, I would not eat a Tide Pod.
Okay, that's off the list. Would you break up with Chrissy?
Wait. So you're telling me I could get more money and have to spend less? No!
Would you give up your right to vote for life?
Never.
How about Brody's?
No, dude.
Or Jack's or Luke's?
I was the 18-year-old who was like out front, like making people go register to vote because I think it's important.
All right, would you give up your dental care?
Here's the thing. Absolutely not for this reason. Paul said this very clearly. Like, you get hurt one time and you're already paying like 10 times that. He knows. He just like blew up his ACL or whatever.
Yeah.
So, no.
So
I would not.
You would go with no health insurance.
I would
give up
not.
your dental care.
Well, remember this last week? We've been so busy with like the Easter invasion and everything going on. I missed the cutoff for dental and vision to renew it, and so I got this alert that like I was going without, and this is just dental and vision, not even like my health insurance. And I freaked and raced up to HR and was like, "How do I fix this? I need dental and vision, bro."
Sorry, I feel like I should have reminded you.
It's all good now. Shout out to the homies who work really hard to make things happen for idiots like me.
Yeah. All right. I feel like maybe this one right here, because I would work an extra 10 hours per week for life if it meant a 50% pay raise.
50% pay raise. That's different.
Yeah.
But what are we going to do with those extra 10 hours?
I mean, it's not that bad. It's just almost an extra couple hours a day. That's really not really a big deal.
2 more hours every day. 2 more hours of your work every day.
Or would you rather just do a 6-day week instead?
No, because that's what we're doing this week, and it's 7-day week. Because we worked Saturday for
let's do a baseball.
Friday was like, no. Well, yeah, last weekend too. We're working like 14 days straight. Because we worked all week and then Saturday for...
Maybe that's why I'm so tired.
Yes. That is why you're so tired. Saturday, we got set up for sunrise service. And then Sunday, we worked hours for... Yeah. And then this Saturday, we're going to be broadcasting live at Paradise Hills Little League for their opening day ceremonies. 9:30 a.m. Paradise Hills Little League. Shouting out to our state champions. Yeah! State champs!
I don't even know why I'm there.
Ugh. Because you're my partner, bro.
I guess I'm the eye candy.
How many times in life have you've had a spouse that was like, I want to go here. And you're like, ugh, I don't want to. But for the sake of our relationship, I'm just going to do this one date night thing. Just do this one date night with me, you jerk.
Wow.
Gosh.
It's fine. I'll do it. It's cool.
That's so good.
505-338-3700. Good morning.
Hey, Dex, I would definitely pay you 50% more to do 10 more hours of production every week.
Nice.
No kidding?
Let's do it.
You would?
I'd do the show till noon. You know what? I would get a 50% raise if it meant we could just keep doing the morning invasion until midday invasion, right? Let's just go till noon.
That means more parody songs, guys? Just more funny bits? Okay. Put your money where your mouth is, sir.
I know, right?
And I'll do it.
We are a listener-supported station. You can support us at star88.fm.
Is that cash under the table?
I mean,
is that like...
No, we don't do anything under the table.
That's true.
On the level, bro.
Yeah, that's true.
Don't even want to joke about that. Taxman's like, what? What do they do? Nothing. Gosh.
Yeah, could somebody...
Law-abiding citizens.
Could somebody that's listening go, you know what? I want to donate to Star 88.
So that the morning invasion
But I want it to all
noon.
go to Dex.
Have fun going till noon solo.
This is for his extra 10 hours.
Yeah. Somebody said, man, these people need Dave Ramsey. Preach. Preach.
Preach. Preach. Preach.
You could give yourself a 10% quote raise just by adhering to some of his principles.
All right, let's bump it up. 100% raise.
Okay.
100% raise.
This isn't, now you're not even talking about like.
Would you give up anything on the list? 100% raise.
Yeah, no, I know. You keep saying it doesn't
100%
change it.
Raise.
Would I give up all dental care or health insurance?
I would.
No!
I would.
You are so dumb.
I would.
One broken bone, one trip to the ER, like there's all of your percent raise right there.
It's not going to
When
happen.
Brody was in the hospital for his minor procedure, major surgery, minor surgery, whatever. It was so expensive. And if we didn't have medical insurance, like tens of thousands of dollars.
I'm a gambling man.
Oh, okay.
I think I would do, yeah, I don't know. I might give up my right to vote. I think I might.
You would.
Maybe I would.
Oh, you would.
I wouldn't give up my child's right to vote because that's not okay.
Gosh.
And if I knew I wouldn't die from the Tide Pod, I'd probably would do that too.
Britt says she'd give up listening to us for that big of a raise. Wow.
Oof. That hurts, man.
Yep.
That hurts. That's not cool at all.
Man.
505-585-LIVE. You want to text into the show. All right. Speaking of stupid things, did you hear about this new challenge the kids are doing?
You're going to talk about this?
I feel like we need to because somebody died.
Wait. Somebody died?
Yep. Oh, wait. You know what? Maybe I misread that. Hold on. Back it up. Maybe you could research that for me. It says there's a huge risk of choking to death.
Oh, yeah, of course.
I saw death and I was like, okay, somebody died.
No, maybe we should talk about it because you're right. It is a new trend on YouTube and everywhere else, and it's the dumbest new challenge, and you absolutely could die from it. Go ahead, Dex.
Okay. You know what? Let's just have these news anchors talk about it.
Another internet challenge to put parents on alert and raise everyone's eyebrows. It's probably the weirdest story you've heard all day. Teenagers trying to snort a condom and then pull it out of their mouth.
We know it sounds ridiculous, but it's happening, and we want to warn you about it.
You thought the Tide Pod challenge was crazy? Now kids are snorting
Are kids just
condom.
doing anything to like try and get YouTube famous? It's like, what's the next?
And the condom through his nose. Stick it up there, Ozzy.
Oh my god, that's so gross.
This? What?
So basically, you snort it up a nostril until you can reach into the back of your throat and pull it out through your mouth. Guys, I wish this were a joke. There are YouTube videos galore, and it's probably the stupidest. Like, you're literally... Okay, I don't even want to... nope.
Yeah,
can't.
thank you, YouTube. I'm glad they took the video down.
Yeah.
Thank you for doing that.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
What is wrong with people?
Do you want me to Jesus juke it? Because
Bring it back. Bring it back.
Well, seriously, we're talking about like what's wrong with our culture right now, and there's more like school shootings and mass shootings and this and that and the other, and ridiculous challenges. People are eating Tide Pods and snorting condoms trying to get like YouTube famous. It's the heart, bro. We're all like corrupt and broken. These people just want to be famous for 10 minutes or make a ton of cash on YouTube, so they're willing to risk their life because there's not a whole lot of value to it. I was telling a story in the last hour of a kid in my neighborhood who was shot, and the reason behind it was ridiculously stupid. In fact, in the news, there was another kid who was shot in our city, killed over $40. Like the value or lack thereof that we place on human life is ridiculous these days.
Yeah.
So is it really that crazy or shocking to hear that these are the latest trends when we don't have a serious value for human life.
Yeah.
We don't.
Yeah, they're calling this a disturbing wake-up call. A glimpse at the worst-case scenario for what their teens might be up to online. Educators have been given the same presentation to local schools for years. But this story where now the trend is snorting a condom up your nose right after the Tide Pod challenge. Like, something needs to happen. I guess the condom challenge was popular around 2013 when a teen snorted a condom up her nose as a Taylor Swift song played.
Yeah.
That went viral.
It's back, guys.
It's back.
Like Hammer pants. You should see Dex's pants.
I love them. They're so nice.
Please, Hammer, don't hurt him.
Yeah, so we just kind of wanted to mention it to the parents out there listening right now. Hey, get involved. Make sure you know what your kids are doing. And kids, if you're listening right now on your way to school, please, this is dumb, it's stupid.
So here's the question.
Don't participate.
For 100% raise, would you snort?
Absolutely. That's a pretty big incentive.
Somebody said, I remember when I was a kid in middle school, it was the cool thing to snort pixie sticks. Ugh.
Yeah, I remember that. Not that I ever did it.
I mean, somebody said, are these challenges the Illuminati's way of knowing how much control they actually have over this?
Yes.
Over us?
Yes.
Somebody said, bro, this is not a new trend. Right, we just said.
Mm-hmm.
Kicked off in 2013, but it's been revitalized. Somebody said, let them do it. Anyone stupid enough to choke on a condom isn't someone that we need in our society.
Yeah, I hate
Remember
that.
what I
No,
literally
that's
just said about the like lack of value on human life? Yes, even that idiot. Like, is that, do you think, no, I don't want to get blasphemous, and I don't know if it would be blasphemous, but like Scripture talks about how Christ died for us, right? Not just us, for the sins of the world, and that while we were yet sinners, he died for us. Like, he didn't wait for us to say sorry, so it wasn't just for like the select few, sorry, chosen ones. But do you think he's just like bummed? It's like, dude, I shed my blood for them to do that.
Yeah.
The kid died, and he's like standing before God, and it's like, I ate a Tide Pod. And I don't mean to be like insensitive and comical, but like, that's the reality.
Yeah. Happens every day. People make just dumb decisions. You know?
Yeah.
And we all do. We all make bonehead decisions.
Somebody said, in this day of television, video games, smartphones, how are the kids so bored that they're coming up with these stupid things to do? I think that's why.
They've been doing stupid things
they
from the
don't
beginning
know what
of
to
time.
do. I think that's why. Back in the day, we didn't have this stuff. So it was like, go outside and play and figure out what to do. And we'd ride our bikes and we'd go do whatever. We'd have like dumb challenges, I'm sure.
I guarantee
but not
you,
like this.
1,000 years ago, kids were snorting snakes up their nose. You know it was happening. This isn't a new thing where kids are just now stupid. They've always been dumb. Their brain's not fully developed. They're going to do stupid things. It's not a new thing, guys. There's just new products out there for kids to be stupid with. I'm serious, man. Don't snort condoms up your nose.
Somebody chimed in and said her daughter came home and said one of the kids on her school bus asked if he could have a Smartie. She gave it to him, and he proceeded to smash it and snort it up his nose.
Yep. Jeez. Another guy snorted popcorn. Come on, guys. Idiots. All right, we got to take a break. We're live from the Dreamstar Remodeling Star 88 Studios. We are live on YouTube and Facebook. You can go there and watch the show. Go subscribe to our page. YouTube.com/star88fm. All right, when we come back, we'll do a round of headlines. And there's a South Carolina town. They're looking for suggestions for a new name. Some people wrote in some pretty funny ones. Which included Townie McTown face.
Of course.
All right, we'll be right back. Hang
on. This is a fresh thought. Listen up to Levi Lusko.
It's a spiritual sunburst, and yet there are things about physical sunlight that God is like. God, like we said, isn't the sun, but he's like, in many ways, the sun that we actually have in terms of physical light. When Jesus said, I am the light of the world, the easiest thing to understand is the light that we have for our world. The sun gives us three things. The sun gives us life. The sun, secondly, gives us vision. And the sun, thirdly, gives us joy or happiness and well-being. Without the sun, you couldn't have any of those things. Take the sun away from us. We all die. It's over, friends. But even if the sun just stayed behind the clouds for too long, life in a place would not be possible because crops would die. That's why the plants and the trees and the flowers all grow stretching toward the sun.
For more fresh thoughts, go to LeviLusko.com. Founding Father James Madison once said, "The future and success of America is not in this Constitution, but in the laws of God upon which this Constitution is founded." That's a solar flare on Star 88. Judah Smith seeks to define the purpose and meaning in life. He says life is to trust God in every moment.
I love God because he's so good. He's so good. And he knows he hasn't seen you since last Easter. And he knows that you're back for your one-time-a-year visit. And you got your list, everything you want from him. You know what's so great about God? He's not mad at that. Matthew 7:11 says, if you earthly fathers know how to give Ben and Jerry's and gummy bears to your kids, how much more will your heavenly Father give good gifts to those who ask? He's not mad. He understands that he is the source and he is the strength, and we do go to him. Obviously, it can be comical sometimes, even in our own country. You know, we want to outlaw certain mentions of God and faith, but of course, then tragedy and travesty happens, and we call a national day of prayer. Even within our own country, we are inconsistent. When do we want God? When do we not want God? Well, we want God when there's urgency and an emergency.
Trust God in every moment. That's Judah Smith with a Star 88 PowerPoint. With Dex and Steve-O.
It's about time.
Shut up. Hey, what's going on in the news today?
Breaking news as police confirm an active shooter at YouTube headquarters in San Bruno,
California. An active shooter situation, a woman with a gun. The building on lockdown.
We have 4 victims who have all been transported for gunshot-related injuries.
They identified a female in a white shirt. That's the one we have down. The gunshot wound to the chest.
And we have one subject who's deceased inside the building with a self-inflicted wound that at this time we believe to be the shooter, but we're still following up on that.
Could we see U.S. troops patrolling the border?
We're going to be guarding our border with the military.
72-year-old John Schooley, met by agents at Dallas-Fort Worth Airport, now facing a second-degree murder charge. He and a co-owner of the Schlitterbahn Water Park accused of building what they called the world's tallest water slide in Kansas without the proper expertise. 10-year-old Caleb Schwab died on the 17-story ride back in 2016.
But getting along with Russia would be a good thing, not a bad thing. And just about everybody agrees to that, except very stupid people.
Welcome to the show, everybody. Live from the Dreamstar Remodeling Star 88 Studios.
Woo! It is Wednesday, my dude.
Sure is. Welcome to the show.
Hey, that kid's got a baseball game tomorrow night. It's his first one of the season. You going?
Oh.
See how I did that to you? You're going, right?
Well, it wouldn't be fair. If I showed up to Brody's and I've never gone to Jack or Luke's games, that would look really bad.
Really?
Yeah.
So that's what you're going with, huh?
So I'm never going to any of your kids' games.
Wow.
It wouldn't be fair. That would look terrible.
It's 5:30 p.m. Plenty of time. It's right. You literally live blocks away from the field.
That's true. What time's it at?
5:30. You have no excuse.
You're probably right. Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing?
Good news is,
come over to my house. I really want you to play this. I need you with me.
I'm done with that game.
I mean, come on.
Come on. I'm a Fortniter. I actually only watch people that play Fortnite. I actually don't play because I'm terrible. I do find it very, very relaxing watching other people play Fortnite.
I do not. I'm very stressed out, especially when my boys are like top 5 and they're like freaking out and I'm going, he's in the corner! Dude, behind that tree! Oh, you got 3rd place. Oh, I'm so disappointed. I'm not mad. Just disappointed.
It's crazy.
Cheaters get first.
It's crazy to me to see how people can be so good at playing video games. It blows my mind. I think are you better when you're a kid, you think, playing video games than as an adult? I feel like you should be better as an adult. I feel like I've gotten worse.
Yeah, because your hand-eye coordination sucks.
It used to be great.
Yeah, your vision's going, you're
my
balding,
vision's better than it was back in the day.
Thumbs are shorter.
You feel like they'd be stronger.
You have tiny little, cute little donut hands.
They didn't shrink. They've been the same size.
For donuts.
They are.
Yeah, but the controllers have gotten bigger over the years.
That's true.
Controllers gotten bigger because they're catering more towards adults, but your hands stayed the same size.
That's true.
Just can't reach that X button up there.
It's hard. It's hard at times. All right. Let's talk about this South Carolina town.
Oh, okay.
They wanted suggestions on new names for their town. So they did voting polls, and so you could vote for a name that was already out there, or you could write in your own names. Check this out.
It was a serious referendum that would affect everything from taxes to traffic. But some voters cast some not-so-serious suggestions on their ballots as to what a newly incorporated Indian land might change its name to. Loveland, South Carolina, how does that sound to you?
Well, it's okay.
Other than hundreds of votes for the name to stay the same, Loveland is one of the more tame suggestions. Pants-Offville.
No.
You sure?
Sure, absolutely.
Idiotland, South Carolina.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, that's a no.
Cash Cow Gone, South Carolina. How about that?
Cash Cow Gone, South Carolina.
Got a ring to it.
Well, yeah, I guess it does.
Poop Town.
Oh, I don't like that one.
You don't like Poop Town?
No.
So imagine telling people that you live in Jabberwocky Land, South Carolina.
I wouldn't visit.
You
We wouldn't even visit.
Wouldn't even visit.
Now, this is not me that made these up. These are voters. The voters have spoken. This is what one voter in particular.
My favorite is Townie McTown Face. That's the winner. Name it. Let's do it. Write it in right now. Let's do it. Townie McTown Face. We need that to win. I'm voting right now.
Townie McTown Face.
Yes. Townie McTown Face. Some of these are pretty good, you know. Sugartown. Zimmermanville. That's what? Idiotland. Look at this one. I can't say it.
Wow. Wow.
Tebowville. The Empire.
Hillary Clintonville.
Yes.
Hilly. Liberalville.
Not a town. I like that one. Not in favor.
Magic Kingdom.
Poop Town.
My town. What were we thinking?
There's Townie McTown Face. Look at that one.
Did you see the Go Home Yankeesville?
I didn't see that one.
Yeah. Gosh.
There's some good ones in here.
Yep.
Dingledon.
Oh my gosh. There's so many that you can't even say. I'm like reading some of the other ones. Like,
oh my gosh.
Whoa, bro.
Wow.
Whoa. Steve. That's the best one.
Steve. Name the town Steve.
Yes, dude. Steve. It's my fave.
City of Bel Air.
Smallville.
Oh.
I love it. If you had all the money in the world and could rename Albuquerque,
yeah, what would you
name it?
You just opened up a can of worms.
Someone said the town we don't speak of.
Mayberry.
Townie McTown Face wins. That's what Rick says on YouTube.
That's the best.
Funky Town, of course.
Pleasantville.
I'm down with Funky Town.
Mayberry.
Blue Rock.
Yeah, there's some good ones.
Mm-hmm. Somebody said, did anyone suggest Winchesterton Fieldville? That is your clear winner.
Winchesterfield.
No, Winchesterton Fieldville.
Winchesterton Field.
Winchesterton Fieldville, Iowa.
Oof.
Come on, bro.
Winchesterton Fieldville, Iowa. I like it.
Mr. Deeds, bro. Anyone? Winchesterton Fieldville, Iowa. Yeah. Now, we got to remember, somebody chimed in, this actually happened in New Mexico. Truth or Consequences.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They had people vote on it?
Truth or Consequences was like a really popular game show at the time on television. Truth or Consequences. TRC got its name from that stupid TV show.
I didn't know that. That's pretty cool.
Somebody said I'd rename it Breaking Bad. Breaking Bad, New Mexico. Somebody said it's simple. I would actually rename it Berkey. Burke, bro!
How about Cranston, New Mexico?
Tilted Towers in honor of Fortnite.
Ooh. All right. Chileville.
That is so dumb.
Why?
Chillyville?
No, Chileville.
Chileville. Winchesterton Fieldville. Somebody said Taco Bell. That was Thebes. Name it Taco Bell. Taco Bell, New Mexico. I mean, we already got TRC named after a popular game show at the time.
That's true.
Let's just call it Deal or No Deal, New Mexico.
Okay.
Are there any popular game shows anymore? The Price is Right, New Mexico.
Yeah, most game shows, they don't last long. Except if you're Wheel of Fortune, Jeopardy, or
There you
Price
go.
is Right.
Why can't we name it Jeopardy? Jeopardy, New Mexico. No?
No.
Aaron says Heisenberg. Heisenberg.
Okay, that's not bad.
I like it. You're meshing, you know. Ooh, somebody said just rename Albuquerque the Duke City. Like officially.
Ooh.
Duke City, New Mexico.
All right. I like it.
Hooligans, New Mexico. What? Shout out to the Hooligans. It's my son's team. Dude, are you ready for this one? Renaming Albuquerque? Metropolis.
No.
Stop it. Stop it.
Because, you know, the Blue Rock.
No. No.
Metropolis.
No.
Not to be confused with Metropolis.
Next.
Where, okay.
Next.
Can we name it Metrocity? What movie?
Metrocity?
Yeah, Metro City. Metrocity. Megamind!
Oh.
Have you ever seen Megamind? Dude!
I don't know. Let me Google it real quick. Megamind?
Megamind! Oh my gosh. I'm so mad at you right now. Have you never seen Megamind?
I have seen that. Yes, I have.
Metrocity.
It's been a while.
Chancla City.
Chanclas.
Family Feud, New Mexico. Oh, see, there you go. Naming it after a popular game show. HQNM. HQ is probably the most popular game show in the world right now.
Yeah.
Somebody said, well, let's just name it correctly. Crimetopia.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah. Dude, Metropolis was brilliant.
Put a poll up.
Okay.
We're renaming the city, guys.
We're not renaming the city. Ah, moving on. A mom used a taser on her son to wake him up for church on Easter.
Oh, my
Let
gosh.
it never be said that the way your mom woke you up in the morning was cruel and unusual unless you are this particular individual. Sharon Dobbins from Phoenix wanted her 16-year-old son to wake up early on Sunday to go to church for Easter. Or as she says, quote, I said, get up! It's Jesus' day! Well, her 16-year-old son wasn't getting out of bed. So she tased him on the leg.
I said, get up, it's Jesus' day. I don't think I did anything wrong because you're supposed to put God first. And that's all I was trying to tell my kids, put God first.
My gosh.
He was like, Mom, I'm calling the police. I said, you can call police, UPS, DPS, whoever you want to call. Police were on the phone, and I told dispatcher, I told her, I said, you need to be with Jesus right now.
Did you tase your son?
No, I made the noise with the taser, but I did not tase my son. Nobody writes a book on the correct way of parenting. I told my sons this, honor thy mother, thy father, or the days will be shortened. That's my favorite.
You know, I want to say one thing. I feel like I was gypped in life because I did not have a mom like that. I feel like why didn't I have a mother like that woman right there? She is mother of the year right there.
Oh,
mother of the year.
My gosh.
That's what I'm going to say.
Taser!
When the cops got there, Sharon said she did not tase her son. She just sparked the taser to wake him up. But he had 2 marks on his leg from where she clearly zapped him.
My gosh, she did. She's a liar.
She was arrested and spent 12 hours in jail on Easter before she got out. She said, officer, roll away that stone. These bars cannot hold me. For my Lord is the chain breaker. And I will break these handcuffs. It's a little hard. I can't get these handcuffs off. Jesus, the chain breaker. It's not working. I'm still in jail.
Oh, my gosh.
She's facing child abuse charges with intent to harm. She thinks she'll be okay because, quote, I don't think I did anything wrong because you're supposed to put God first.
I said, get up, it's Jesus' day. I don't think I did anything wrong because you're supposed to put God first. And that's all I was trying to tell my kids, put God first. He was like, Mom, I'm calling the police. I said, you can call police, UPS, DPS, whoever you want to call. Police were on the phone, and I told the dispatcher, I told her, I said, you need to be with Jesus right now.
Unbelievable, man. Good morning.
I don't think it talks about tasers in the Bible, unless I'm missing something.
Spare the rod, spoil the child.
There's a difference between a rod and a 500,000-volt taser.
Hey, they make taser rods.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's.
I don't think you can. I don't think you can rename the city. There's too many songs about Albuquerque.
That's a good call, yeah. And it's really hard to spell. Nobody can spell it if they've never lived here.
Yeah, it's people just can't do it. You know, I actually discovered a new song yesterday with the title Albuquerque in it, the name Albuquerque. It's called Albuquerque Turkey.
Listen, we can't get away from this topic at hand because I know you are very clearly an advocate for the Word of God and correct hermeneutics. So listen, Buck, I want to get back to this mom who tased her kid, because if you take it to the book of Psalms, Psalm 27:4, it says, one thing I ask from the Lord, this only do I seek, that I may dwell in the house of the Lord all the days of my life, to tase on the beauty of the Lord and to seek him in his temple. And I'm just saying.
Oh, wow.
You know?
It says to gaze. It says to gaze, not to
Hey,
tase.
whoa. What do they have to do with this? No, I'm saying to tase upon the Lord. And so she was literally tasing upon the Lord.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You know,
don't tase me, bro. Don't tase me.
Listen.
No, is that not?
Not okay. No, you're wrong. You're wrong.
Wow. Calling them out.
You're wrong. Your hermeneutics are wrong. It's just wrong. And what she's missing here also is that when you correct a child and you use corporal punishment, you're supposed to do it with love.
Okay.
You don't go in there.
It's true.
You know, a good example of this is, I'm sure that you both have been down this road, as have I. When you go to instill corporal punishment on your child, you have a conversation with them before you do that, and then you explain to them why you're doing that. You know, she woke her son up with a taser. There was no chance for a conversation before that. She just wanted to use her taser on her son.
Yeah. Well, let's really dissect this for a second. Kids, they don't get out of bed. You know what it's like to have a teenager. When you tell them to get out of bed, they don't get out of bed. Sometimes, you know, you have to go to extreme measures.
And to be fair, it was also April 1st, so what's to say it wasn't an April Fool's prank?
Okay, let's go down this road then, if you want to.
Let's go down the road. Let's peel the onion back.
So, what are the other options she could have used besides a taser?
Oh, we've had so many people chiming in. So many people chiming in. Somebody said their mom would drip cold water on their forehead to get them to wake up. Somebody else said they would their mom would stick marbles in the freezer, and when we wouldn't get out of bed, they would put the marbles in our bed with us.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, a cold cup of water?
Yeah.
That could have done it.
That could have done it.
Yep.
Wakey.
Yeah,
wakey.
But a nice tasing in the morning is good for the, I don't know. It's good for the body, the soul, the spirit. No? Anyone?
No.
Listen, bro. Listen. Proverbs 22:6 says, tase up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it.
Yes.
I'm just saying.
You know,
yes.
You know, Steve-O, you have to stand before the Lord and answer for changing his word. I'm just going to throw that up here right now.
I'm just trying to get into the mindset of this mother, man. All right?
I'm just saying, you are going to have to stand before the Lord, and he is going to say, Really? You decided to change my word?
I'm just, the mom was just so amped up on Easter. She was like, you tase me up when Okay.
Unbelievable.
I don't even know why I called. Jeez.
The mom was like, hey, look, son, I'm just trying to help you out. It's Easter. I saw Jesus tase Lazarus from the dead.
Oh, my gosh.
All right. On that note, I'm going to go.
Okay. All right.
I'm going to go. There's no helping.
Okay.
Ow!
You all right?
No. My body hurts, guys. Oh! Come on, tase up a child in the way they shall go.
I found a story. This happened a while back. It's a video. It shows two police officers pinning a man to the ground and tasering him. The guy gets away, and he screams, Yahweh, and then gets tased.
I do not belong to you. I belong to my Father in heaven, and his name is Yahweh! 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 I call in prayer and invoke the angels and archangels in favor of protection. He is illegally tasering me. I am defending myself.
Oh my God!
In favor of that.
He was getting tased, and he was still able to...
He was clearly on drugs.
Okay.
Holy cow. Woo. That's why I love watching cops. I love the special edition cop series, the Taser Files.
If you're just joining us, a mom used a taser on her son to wake him up for church on Easter Sunday morning.
Actual audio.
She said, get up, it's Jesus Day. And they wouldn't get up.
I bet he gets up now.
Yeah.
Did they take the kid away?
She was in jail for like 12 hours, and she's facing like child abuse charges.
That's terrible.
Wait, which part's terrible? Because I've been joking this whole time. Don't tase your kid!
Yeah. That's not good. I've been tased, guys.
Ugh, nope.
Buck was on the phone. He'd be able to talk about it.
He hung up because I was using scripture, and he didn't like that.
Mm-hmm.
I said, get up, it's Jesus Day. I don't think I did anything wrong because you're supposed to put God first. And that's all I was trying to tell my kids, put God first.
Ugh. Unbelievable. Look at there. It's already 9 o'clock. We got to take a break, guys. Morning Invasion being brought to you by Preston Hart. Screen printing, live printing, graphic design. PrestonHart.com. Check out our Morning Invasion t-shirts. Support the station. PrestonHart.com. All right, we got to take a break. We'll do some more headlines. And BuzzFeed put out a really cool quiz on what each state is obsessed with, which show they're obsessed with on Netflix. What do you think New Mexico is obsessed with on Netflix? Which show?
Breaking Bad.
Think? That's a good.
Better Call Saul.
Good call. All right.
Longmire. I'm just trying to think of everything filmed here.
All right. We'll find out when we come back from the Dreamstyle Remodeling Star 88 Studios.
I'm Heidi, and here's what's happening. Join Love Inc. of Albuquerque for the second annual Spaghetti Western on Friday, April 6th from 6 to 9 p.m. at the Jewish Community Center. This fundraising event will feature a full spaghetti dinner and country western dancing. Great for the whole family, this event provides an opportunity to grab some grub and hit the dance floor. This year, Love Inc. is excited to welcome one of Albuquerque's top line dancing instructors who will be giving an hour-long line dance lesson. Your generosity towards the ministry of Love Inc. is greatly appreciated. Are you looking to experience freedom from hurts, hang-ups, and habits? Check out Life's Healing Choices. This 8-week video series will help you learn to make choices that could bring healing and hope to your life. Life's Healing Choices is meeting every Saturday in April and May, beginning April 7th at 6 p.m. For more information about these events and more, visit star88.fm. For what's happening, I'm Heidi, and this is Star 88.
Pastor Jack Graham and a Star 88 Supernova.
One of the greatest evangelism tools that we can use is to remind people that you're going to stand before God one day. Everybody knows they're going to die if they really stop to think about it. And let me tell you another little secret, including the hardest, most difficult of your friends, your buddies, everybody's afraid to die. When you consider the destiny of people and how this matters, heaven or hell, life or death. If heaven is the presence of God, guess what hell is? The absence of God. The hope of heaven is a powerful incentive for us to share Christ. Knowing the terror of the Lord, we persuade men.
Catch Pastor Jack Graham, PowerPoint, broadcast weekdays at 10:30 a.m. on our sister station, KNKT. This is KLYT, Albuquerque, Santa Fe, rebroadcast on KKCJ, Cannon Air Force Base, KPKJ, Mintmore, K201CC, Las Cruces, K203EZ, Alamogordo, K207CQ, Gallup, K211CW, Hobbs, K212EH, Silver City, K214DE, Antonito, K218AK, Artesia, K250AB, Roswell, K293AO, Alamosa, K228DQ, Portales, in the free app for iOS and Android, and online at star88.fm.
Save my birthright till I'm feeling up again. When I'm out the door and you get control, then you can take it in. Fine lines, these lights, I'm feeling left for dead. I told you before, you can't help ignore, you wouldn't let me in. But this is real life. Something to say about this day, this time. When you got something to pull apart. When you got something to feel except your head, your heart. When you get wise, when you get smart. Save my birthright till I'm feeling up again. When I'm out the door and you get control, then you can take it in. Fine lines, these lights, I'm feeling left for dead. I told you before, you can't help ignore, you wouldn't let me in. But this is real life. But this is real life. When I'm out the door and you get control, then you can take it in. Fine lines, these lights, I'm feeling left for dead. I told you before, you can't help ignore, you wouldn't let me in. But this is real life. But this is real life. That this is real life.
The Morning Invasion.
Is there life after death? Do we have free will? Why were cornflakes made? Tune in to Star 88, The Morning Invasion, to find out. Where does life come from? Does God exist? Can a hamster survive being vacuumed? The Morning Invasion will give you deep insight into these and other hard-hitting questions. Dex and Steve will rip the lid off these mysteries, revealing mad truth bombs like God loves you and Steve Irwin was in a romper this whole time. Tune in to Star 88 to learn about God, learn about life, and learn, is Piglet really a dude? Boop.
The Morning Invasion with Dex and Steve-O.
Welcome back to the show, everybody. Live from the Dreamstar Remodeling Star 88 studios.
Okay, girl, pull up your big girl panties. Here we go. I gotta, you know, it's just, it's life. It is what it is.
It is. Thank you, Mom. Thank you. Welcome, everybody.
It is Wednesday, my dude.
It is. Sure is, guys. Thank you so much for being a part of the show. We're YouTube Live, Facebook Live. Go there, watch the show. We upload it every day. Guys, we are less than 100 people away from 1,000 subscribers. And when we hit 1,000 subscribers, something crazy happens. I don't know what that is yet, but something crazy happens. So if you haven't yet, go subscribe to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/star88fm. It'd be pretty cool if we could make that happen before
yeah, dude.
the end of the show today. But
that's incredible.
You know, we'll see. I think we need like 80 more people to jump on board. Let's see. Get on there, guys. Star 88 FM.
86 people.
Come on, guys. Let's do this.
Yeah,
Go subscribe if you haven't. All right, Netflix. Apparently every state has a Netflix show it's obsessed with. Before the break, Steve-O said Breaking Bad. You know what?
Or Longmire.
Or Longmire?
Yeah, because both are filmed here, and I just feel like it's like family members wanting to see. But I'm going to stick with Breaking Bad because that's like the most popular show.
Okay. All right.
That's what I say. In New Mexico. Most popular show. Well, okay, hold on. Let me think
about this for a second. Because
most popular show on Netflix in New Mexico. It's got to be Breaking Bad, right?
Wrong.
Really?
Yep.
Okay. Longmire.
Wrong.
Is it a show that's filmed in New Mexico?
Wrong.
So not Better Call Saul.
I think you're going to be pretty surprised when you see what it is. You're going to be shocked.
13 Reasons Why.
No. Let's go to let me find the state that's
Riverdale.
No. Oh, wait.
In New Mexico?
Riverdale.
Oh!
Yeah, it was Riverdale. You got it. Riverdale. Isn't that crazy?
Kind of sad.
Right? Riverdale.
I contributed to that, guys.
You know what?
You
did. All right, what do you think Texas? What do you think? What Netflix show is Texas obsessed with?
Gosh, man, I'm going to have no clue considering New Mexico is Riverdale.
I know, right?
I just started thinking of like popular shows. The Punisher.
What? What is that show?
Never even heard of this show.
Ingobernable?
Ingobernable.
What is that show?
Ingobernable.
First Lady Prime Suspect?
Bum. It stars Kate Del Castillo.
Huh.
It is the #1 show.
I haven't even seen that on my Netflix yet. That's weird. All right, let's go to Montana. That's my hometown.
Longmire.
Longmire?
I'm serious. It's like it's set in the woods, and there's an old crusty dude who's like got the The law under control. I don't know. I've never seen Longmire, actually.
Orange is the new black? Montana?
What is this list?
That is a weird...
This is a terrible list.
You think you know a state.
Right?
You know? How about Colorado? Star Trek Discovery is Colorado?
That can't be right, because that's not even on Netflix in the United States.
It has to be.
That's a CBS All Access show. What? Your quiz is flawed, bro.
What the heck, man? You're right. What?
HighSpeedInternet.com let people know which shows Americans can't get enough of. Based off of Google Trends, these are the programs that generated the most attention in each state.
It says these programs on Netflix generated the most attention. What the heck, man? Maybe Star Trek's on there now.
No. I just realized Stranger Things hasn't been on any of these.
Give me a state. What do you want?
California, bro. Okay. Riverdale. I've never even heard of this show.
Ingobernable?
What
the heck, man?
Ingovernable. It's a Mexican political drama web series starring Kate del Castillo.
I kind of need to watch
She plays fictional First Lady of Mexico, Emilia Urcosam de la Cruz Mejando.
Florida
I have no idea.
Is Orange is the New Black.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's go to Georgia. Orange is the New Black. Okay. All right. Hawaii, Black Mirror.
This is weird. I don't like your story.
I don't like it either. Kentucky, Orange is the New Black.
What?
Really?
It's not Justified?
New York is Orange is the New Black. Are you kidding me? It's a pretty popular show.
What is it?
South Dakota, Fuller House.
South Dakota.
How about North Dakota? A series of unfortunate events.
Okay.
Ooh, Alaska. Star Trek Discovery.
It's not on there. Unless it's April and we're missing something because they added it.
Idaho is Travelers.
Because they want to get out of their state.
Gilmore Girls for Wyoming.
Yeah. You ever been to Wyoming?
All right, I'm done.
There's literally nothing there. It's
I
like,
don't know about that. Every state. So New Mexico's obsessed with Riverdale. That is so false. I'm sorry, guys. I think I just got clickbaited. I think I did.
How is it that we're the only state that it's Riverdale?
Yeah, right? Come on. It's ridiculous.
Here's something interesting. Potsy from Happy Days, Anson Williams, was on the Today Show with Megyn Kelly yesterday, where he revealed that he's invented a product that will save lives. It's called Alert Drops, and it's supposed to wake you up if you're falling asleep at the wheel.
Dr. Heimlich, Heimlich maneuver is your cousin?
He's my second cousin, but I've called him uncle since I was born.
Okay.
In fact, Dr. Heimlich maneuver, years ago, I almost killed myself falling asleep at the wheel. And I told Dr. Heimlich, and he said, Anson, cut up a lemon, the citric acid, and the sour lemon will hit the lingual nerve on top of your tongue, and you'll have automatic reaction of adrenaline, nothing in your system. It will save your life. So I did that for years. Then I went in the product business, and we developed a product called Alert Drops. And anyone out there that knows people with drowsy driving, this will save their lives. Go to alertdrops.com.
Okay. I like that. I know you're a paid spokesman, but can I tell you, as somebody who has done drowsy driving myself, I could have used this. I like this. And if I don't have it...
Okay, Megyn Kelly, get out of here.
Was that like an ad?
Yeah, right? Did I just get clickbaited again? I just got clickbaited. What the heck?
It sounds like one of those as seen on TV ads, man. I don't trust it.
Stay alive, stay alert. And there's no caffeine, no stimulants.
What is interesting is the doctor who inspired this, who like gave him the tip, is his uncle or second cousin, Dr. Henry Heimlich.
Oh, we know all about Dr. Henry Heimlich.
We do?
Yeah, we share the story all the time.
That it saved his life? That he didn't know how to do it?
He saved someone's life at a nursing home.
He saved someone's life at a nursing home.
And he'd never done it. He created the Heimlich maneuver, and he saved someone's life while someone was choking at lunch at the nursing home. He said he'd never used it before.
What were they eating? It's hard to choke on something at the nursing home because they don't give you a whole lot of things with substance. It's all mushy because nobody has teeth.
It's probably a carrot. No?
Moving on. I don't know that I could say I'm guilty of this, Dax. You ever lost it on somebody at work?
Yep. Used to all the time.
Maybe you're so stressed out. Maybe they were being a dumb.
Buck and I, Baxter and I, it used to happen all the time.
Maybe you were involved in a car accident and your body hurts worse than it ever has in its entire life, but you can't take any medication really while you're on the show because it'll make you feel stupid and you kind of have to talk for a living.
You lost it on me.
According to a new survey, more than half of us have lost it at work. 52% of people say they've lost their temper at work before, and the person we're most likely to yell at is a coworker who's not our boss.
It's frustrating, man.
65% of people who've lost their temper at work say they directed their rage at a coworker. 37% directed their anger at a manager or supervisor, and 21% said they lost it on a customer. Do I have coffee breath or something? What are you doing?
No, this just soothes my soul.
I'll look over and you've got like a mug-o candle in your face.
Guys, this is the best smelling candle ever.
45% of people in the survey said they have cried at work before, either because of stress or something else that was going on. And that was just Heidi yesterday.
Wow. We both cried on the show before.
Have we?
Yeah, you cry all the time on the show.
You cry! 26% of managers say it's never okay to cry at work because it makes you look unprofessional or weak.
Mandarins?
Yes, the Mandarin, the villain in Iron Man 3. Well, technically not the villain in Iron Man 3 because people are so irate that it wasn't actually the Mandarin. Okay, moving on. Go ahead, answer the phone.
Good morning.
Hi.
So,
Buck?
yeah, I was trying this again, but I don't even know if it's worth it.
Go ahead, derail us.
Go ahead, buddy.
It wasn't going to derail you. I think there's an opportunity to interview Potsy from Happy Days. I saw it in my email this morning.
I'm good.
Are you sure?
Yeah, dude, he's peddling his stupid citrus thing.
Yeah, his eye drops.
Come on.
Yeah, come on. It's just a bunch of snake oil.
The Happy Days money probably dried out. He doesn't have mailbox money anymore.
That's true.
Yeah, maybe. Or maybe they actually work. Maybe he actually is saving people's lives.
That's true, too.
Never know.
Maybe he really is. Who knows?
Maybe.
How many times did I blow up on you over the years?
A lot.
How many times did you blow up on me?
Not once.
Wow. Did you guys ever cry at work?
That might be true.
Did you guys ever cry at work?
I don't know. No, I don't think so.
Ever deal with a coworker who fell apart and cried at work?
I mean, if we did, if I did, I'll be the first to admit it. I'm the weepy one.
Mm-hmm.
But if it was something like sentimental, sweet, nothing like somebody hurt my feelings and made me cry.
Okay.
It's more like, oh, look at that beautiful story that we just read.
Wow.
Kind of deal.
I got weepy and misty-eyed earlier when I was reading something off air, but I chose not to share it because I didn't think I was going to be able to get through the story on air. So
he cries all the time.
I do. I'm a weepy person too.
And if he cries, then I cry. Because if other people cry, I just cry.
I read a story earlier. Remember we talked about that kid who was battling cancer and all he wanted to do was meet an Avenger?
Yeah.
He died.
Oh.
Yeah. Mark Ruffalo, Chris Evans, all of these Avengers like messaged him, and I guess he had some pretty cool private conversations with Chris Evans because Captain America was his hero, and Chris Evans tweeted out this really touching, beautiful thing this morning because the kid passed away. And it was like, oh, gosh.
Unbelievable.
Oh, don't cry. Sad.
He couldn't take time. Now, see, that would make me cry. I mean, if he would have showed up as Captain America and sat by that kid's bedside and sat with him until he went to meet Jesus, then that would have probably made me weep like a little baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But not a tweet. Come on, man.
Okay. I mean, the parents said that there were private conversations that happened that were between the kid and Chris, and so they weren't going to share those. So they did get to talk.
That's nice. That's good.
What's your favorite smelling candle?
Okay. I feel like...
Come on, you should know this, dude. It's vanilla bean. Come
It's
on.
cotton candy because it smells like his vape.
You really have to try cedar magnolia. It is the most pleasant smell I've ever had the opportunity to sniff.
Well, thanks for calling.
You guys are having a rough go of it. This Wednesday, isn't
Do you
it?
know
Is
when
it Wednesday?
you think about this, Buck? When you open up a cedar box and you smell the inside of a cedar box, it smells.
It reminds me of Dirty Hippie. Dirty
Oh,
Hippie. That's what it smells like to me.
Really,
Dirty
a
Hippie.
cedar box does?
Yes. Yes, it smells like a hamster cage. And
Oh.
Dirty Hippies always smell like patchouli and hamster cage.
Oh, that's weird. I don't agree with that.
Are you telling me that hippies really?
I don't think
do.
they smell like cedar.
Yeah, they do. They smell like cedar and patchouli.
Patchouli,
Why
yeah.
do people wear patchouli and think that it smells good?
Because it's all natural, right? I'm making that
Depends
up. I
on
don't
who you
know.
talk to.
Is
I
it all
actually kinda
natural?
like the smell of patchouli now. Yeah.
I don't understand.
Yeah.
Looper just chimed in and said, hey, everyone cried, including the audience, when that dude proposed to his girlfriend on Cheaters Hotel, so...
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
but
people
see,
were
that
crying.
was one of those sweet. That was one of those sweet moments.
Yeah.
You know, like I said, sweet, sentimental stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know, we had a UFC fighter who called us, and he will remain unnamed, but he was like, "Man, I was crying like a little baby."
Who was that? I don't know.
He got punched in the face for a living. I'm not going to say it.
Give me the first letter.
Did you see that Carlos Condit's fighting at the next pay-per-view?
Yeah, I did. He's fighting that cowboy guy.
Yep. Not Cerrone, but Oliveira.
Yeah, Oliveira.
Yep.
Alex Oliveira.
Yep. Oh, I know.
Yeah, Matt Brown. Matt Brown got an owie.
Yeah. Yeah.
I got to tell you, I'm excited to see the Max Holloway Khabib fight. I was actually, when I heard Tony Ferguson pulled out, I was like, you know what? I'm good with this.
Yeah,
Max Holloway,
I'm good with it.
Me too.
I think he's got a good shot.
I hope he does win because one of his 3 losses in his entire career was Conor McGregor. And so if Max Holloway wins and holds 2 belts, it'd be really nice to see a champ with 2 belts go up against another guy who hasn't done anything since 2016. I want Conor in the octagon.
That would force Conor McGregor to come out. There's all this talk about Floyd Mayweather actually fighting. You know, he's been training with Tyron Woodley already, preparing for MMA. So that's the talk. But they're talking about giving him, they're talking about $1 billion contract.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but I mean, it's going to be sad. I mean, if he got in there, I would just feel bad for the guy. I mean, I don't know. If you gave me $500 million to go in, and I don't care who it is, you know, I'll go fight him.
Yeah.
I'd do it.
You know, what's interesting is somebody posted a photo, as we're talking about the UFC, of Khabib and Max Holloway on treadmills next to each other, prepping for their fight, like basically together.
Wow.
Yeah. They don't have any bad blood against each other. Holloway's just one of those guys. He's kind of like the new Donald Cerrone. You know, if you call him and say, hey, we've got a fight, he's going to say okay. That's what he does.
Are you going over to Rick's house?
I am. Are you?
Yeah, probably.
Oh, cool. Sweet invite.
I know.
Chad's bringing over
Well, I
some
know
milk.
Steve was invited, but I doubt he'll go. I doubt he'll ever go to another pay-per-view fight again in his life.
Wow. This might be true. Why would I when I can just watch it from the comfort of my computer? Thanks, man.
Yeah. It's a good call.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to take.
I'm at the door.
Okay.
I'm at the door store. I've got to go in and get stuff to fix my doors.
Fine. All right. Bye. Bye.
Later.
I'll see you guys later.
Buck, everyone. His old wife.
Buck.
I let him hang around because, you know, these guys are emotionally unstable when they get away from each other for too long and just trying to keep Dex all together here. So,
yep.
I understand. It's how relationships work, guys. Compromise. Even if Dex does keep his ex around all the time.
Buck used to cry all the time when I'd yell at him.
Oh, man.
He'd bawl like a baby.
Moving on to a sad story. We talk about stories that make you cry. This one gets me every time. You know, there's a sport that nobody likes because it's the most boring sport. It's called golf. And let's be honest. Does anybody really like watching golf?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
No one does. However, lately golfers have been complaining about the increasing amount of heckling that has happened. Basically, fans trying to disrupt the game by shouting stuff while they're swinging. Usually drunk people. Obviously very frowned upon. So security's being ramped up at this weekend's Augusta National, and according to reports, the staff has actually been given a list of sayings that are completely prohibited. Not just during somebody's swing, but during Augusta National itself. And one of them is a very catchy phrase.
Mashed potato?
No, what? No.
They're like such a good ironclad. And totally different.
Tiger's at the tee box. Let's see.
You ready?
Here we go. Oh, he's going back.
Mashed potato, man. That's what they yell.
That guy just screamed mashed potatoes.
Both Harrington and Fisher on the green.
Uh-huh.
Yep. You always have to say it after they hit the ball, guys.
Without mashed potato, why don't we just try getting close?
One up, 4 balls left.
One more. We need one more.
Last 4 ball.
Okay. That is ridiculous.
That's not mashed potato?
I don't know if this is going to win any more golf fans because golf's already boring as it is. And, you know, you got guys out there who are wanting to yell something because, come on! Let's get a little fun and an excitement going with some golf. Well, if you find yourself at Augusta National this weekend, let's make sure you don't try and promote Bud Light. Because anyone caught yelling the phrase, "Dilly dilly," will be booted from the event immediately.
Wow.
Fans who shout dilly dilly or any of these other phrases, there's a whole slew of phrases, will be removed immediately. Sadly, the rest of the list has not been released yet. However, not surprisingly, Bud Light seized the opportunity for free publicity. They're sending 1,000 dilly dilly shirts to the Masters.
Spin the ball from. Let's see if he can 105. See if he can gather his nerves.
Is that Chewie? That was Chewbacca.
Or the intro to John Cena's theme song.
It's going to be good.
Yeah, player.
Yeah, player.
You can't shout that at Tiger Woods.
Yeah, player. Yeah, player.
Now I just want to go to the Masters.
Right?
What will we scream? Candle!
Wait a second.
For Thursday, fans looking to get him going. Hey, Tiger, light the candle!
Light the candle!
What?
Light the candle?
What? That's his opening tee shot. Par of the first 3 holes.
We have yet to hear dilly dilly.
Dilly dilly! People are just screaming dumb stuff. Why are we still watching?
This is hilarious.
Stupid?
Here we go.
Oh, man.
That was a good scream, bro.
Oh, this one. It's a new one.
Here we go.
Mashed potato!
People love the mashed potato.
Yabba dabba doo!
This one would be out of left field. Try to come only to 6. Ancient Furyk on the tee.
Oh, man.
Less than right.
Okay.
Still no dilly dilly.
We have heard enough.
No, we're almost there. Here we go. Get in there. Get in there. Nestle. Nestle in. That's it. Okay. Yabba dabba doo wins.
Fans who shout dilly dilly or any of these stupid phrases will be removed immediately. Of course, I feel like I honestly think this is going to lead to more people shouting dilly dilly, which is frankly just wonderful and adds something to the game of golf, which is incredibly boring to watch.
Yeah.
Dilly dilly!
Dilly dilly!
Dilly dilly! Yabba dabba doo. Oh, man.
All right.
Yep.
Let's take a break. 505-585-LIVE. You can text in. We're also on YouTube and Facebook Live. You guys go there. Watch the show. Katie wants to know, can you guys get on iHeartRadio?
Why would we want to do that? They're going bankrupt. They can't afford us.
Good call. All right, we're live from the Dreamstar Remodeling Star 88 Studios. We'll be right back.
Here's a solar flare from Charles Spurgeon. You said, if I had a little more, I should be very satisfied. You make a mistake. If you're not content with what you have, you would be satisfied if it were double. This is Star 88.
Out of your milk, out of your milk. Why do you owe, why do you owe? So more than you got, more than you got. So more than you know, more than you know. The moon's right there in front of me, I can see with my mind. Right there inside of your love, but you're holding me down. The moon's right there in front of me, I can see with my mind. The moon's right there inside of your love, but you're holding me down. You're holding me down. Bottle of smoke, bottle of smoke. Follow the grid, follow the grid. But I spell the right, spell the right. When you spoil the kid, spoil the kid. And I just want a glimpse of it with my feet on the ground. And I'm not scared to climb, cause I heard the drum. I just want a glimpse of it with my feet on the ground. And I'm not scared to climb, cause I heard it drove me down. Cause this is the world I'm swimming in, swimming in. And this is the morning when I'm coming undone, undone. And this is the body I'm filling in. And this is the moment that we both run from, run from. Out of your milk, out of your milk. Where's your mind, where's your mind? The water is warm, water is warm. Is that a surprise, that a surprise? Cause this is the world I'm swimming in, swimming in. And this is the morning when I'm coming undone, undone. And this is the body I'm filling in, filling in. And this is the morning that we both run from, run from. And this is the water I'm swimming in, swimming in. And this is the morning when we're coming undone, undone. And this is the body I'm filling in, filling in. And this is the morning that we both run from, run from, run from.
Philip DeCourcy warns us of the dangers of doing it alone.
See, we're not to worry. That's what Jesus is going to argue. And the context was a discussion he had with his disciples about material possessions and their significance in life, what value we put on money, clothes, houses, things. Does that define our life? Is that where we get our security, our sense of well-being? Well, that's the question Jesus asked, doesn't he? In verse 24. No one can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he will be loyal to the one and despise the other. You cannot serve God and mammon, or you cannot serve God and money. You can't be loyal to Jesus Christ and pursue in a greedy manner material things. So the question Jesus asks before he gets to the issue of where he is money going to be your God, or is God going to remain your treasure?
That's your PowerPoint on Star 88.
What's going on in the news today?
Shooting at the YouTube headquarters outside San Francisco has rattled the nearly 2,000 employees there. San Bruno Police Chief Ed Barberini.
We have one subject who's deceased inside the building with a self-inflicted wound that at this time we believe to be the shooter, but we're still following up on that.
Spotify makes its debut on the New York Stock Exchange.
Trump welcomes the leaders of Estonia, Latvia, and Lithuania to the White House to mark the 100th anniversary of each nation's independence.
He said he's thinking very seriously about pulling U.S. troops out of Syria.
And we'll be making a decision as to what we do in the very near future.
Alex Vanderswan gets 30 days in prison and a $20,000 fine. He admitted lying to federal agents about business contacts in Ukraine with two Trump campaign officials.
The International Olympic Committee has announced Calgary is among 7 cities interested in bidding for the 2026 Winter Games.
Queen Elizabeth's husband, Prince Philip, has been admitted to a London hospital for hip surgery.
The Dow closed up 389 points.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Texas Steve. Live from the Dreamstar Remodeling Star 88 Studios. Good morning, Katie. Good morning, Cynthia. Cynthia loves coconut lime candles. I'm down with that. Yeah, there's something about cedar magnolia.
Okay.
Oof. Man. It's good. It's got like a manly, musky smell to it.
Speaking of magnolia, did you ever watch Fixer Upper with Chip and Joanna Gaines? They had their final episode, like the last episode ever.
Really?
Did you see what family it was?
No.
It was Mike Herrera, the lead singer of MXPX.
Really?
Yeah, dude.
That's cool.
Pretty sweet, bruh.
Why are they done with that show?
They said they didn't want to do it anymore.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought that was even cooler that it was Mike Herrera. I love the Herreras.
505-585-LIVE.
That was one of my first, quote, big interviews in person.
No kidding? Mike Herrera?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I loved MXPX.
Interviewed him a couple times. Good morning.
Yeah.
Wow. Do you just want to come in and do the show? You wanna...
I'm just trying to help you guys. I feel like you're struggling.
We don't need any help.
I was in a
it's one of the best
accident
shows
last week.
Don't make
My
excuses.
body is crazy.
Their show is just fine this morning.
Does
all right.
this mean I need what is that stuff called? Aflac? Because I can't function correctly.
You're doing fine. I'm doing
I?
fine. We don't need Buck.
Am
You're
I,
just
though?
train wrecking everything.
I feel like if he thinks the show is struggling, then
you don't want to listen to what he thinks. He's an old man.
Yeah. What do I know? I'm not a radio professional or anything. I didn't do this for the better part of half of my life. That's cool.
Before you train wreck us, I'm going to train wreck us. Did you guys hear that Khabib Nurmagomedov asked the UFC for Conor McGregor?
Yes, I saw that this morning.
Of course he did.
Tony Ferguson got injured, and he was like, I want Conor. And they were like, we're not going to replace Tony with Conor McGregor, the biggest star in the universe. We need time to promote that fight. So,
yeah, that would be a financially losing battle for them.
Nurmagomedov. How do you say his name?
Nurmagomedov.
Yes, Buck, what did you need? What did you need, buddy?
Nurmagomedov.
Well, I was calling to try to help you guys. And see, look at him. He's just sitting there babbling in the corner. Come on. You do need help. It's okay. It's okay sometimes to ask for it. You can raise your hand and say, hey, I need a little help today.
Aren't you busy with real estate? I feel like things are slow over there.
No, I'm always busy. But,
busy.
I organize my time well enough where I can call in and help you guys.
Liar.
So I was calling to ask if you guys have talked today about the cat serial killer.
The what did you just say?
I'm sorry.
What did you just say?
The cat serial killer.
Stop it. Are you being funny? Are you feline right now?
I am not joking about the cat serial killer.
This is a catastrophe.
There's a cat serial killer on the loose. Where at?
In Portland, Oregon.
No, there's not. Really?
Yes, there is. There is somebody who is decapitating cats.
What?
And
Okay, I'm looking this up.
Taking their innards out.
Okay.
And
I thought a cat was
Okay,
the serial killer.
Oh, see, you do need help. Come on.
You didn't explain it very well. My bad. You said a cat serial killer. I just assumed that it was a cat killing other cats.
Oh, okay.
That would be called nature.
Okay, wait. Where did you see this?
I was reading the news this morning, and it popped up. For some reason, it popped up in my news feed. I'm not really sure why.
Yeah, we've Googled it twice, and we cannot find anything.
No. I found it
You
in
did?
Portland, Oregon in July of 2017.
Are you kidding me? Has he been on the loose that long?
He's been on the loose that long, but he's resurfaced again.
Wait, really? Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, will you stop it?
Yeah.
Stop it. Dilly-dilly.
Somebody moved into a house. Don't do that because Dilbert's going to think you're talking to him, and it's going to be bad. So anyway, somebody moved into their new house in Portland, and recently, and they had been there just a few days, and they came home to find snowflake on their front yard.
And this is helping our show how?
This is not. Nobody wants to
I'm trying
talk
to give
about
you some content. This is called content.
Oh, man.
Yeah, but we don't even know if this is real.
It's real.
From 2017.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Do your research and
Like
get
I
back
said.
to us.
No.
Do your
He
research.
did. He read an article on Facebook.
Yeah, but I don't believe him. You need to send us
Mike,
the article.
No, not on Facebook. I'll send you an article.
You can text it in.
See it.
Text it in like everybody else.
I'm not going to text it into the live line.
You better.
No, I'm not going to.
You know what? Next time, just come in and do the show with us. You know what, you jerk? Next time, come in.
Is he making stuff up?
I don't know. I think he is. He's senile,
I searched
guys.
Portland. I searched Oregon.
He's
I searched
senile.
cat serial killer. Oh, okay. You are so stupid.
He's so senile. That's good. See, he is giving us good material.
Yes. Love that guy.
Do you love him or like him?
What? I love him, man. I love him. You're still just mad because when he found Jesus, he called me.
Yeah, that's true. He did. I just can't get over
He was like, dude, I found him. I'm on the corner of Lomas. Never mind. This is weird and creepy.
I just want more details. It's just some guy out there just chopping cats' heads off.
Oh my gosh,
Like
you insensitive jerk.
That's what he said. That's the only information he gave us.
Yeah. No. Somebody said, no. Hey. This is good stuff here. This is really helping.
This is helping.
Uh-oh, I think he's listening. And just timed. He said, no one's going to cat me. No one's going to cat me. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Buck just made up a tale. I'm just kidding, Buck. If you're listening, your story was perfect.
You know, when you stray away, this is what happens.
I wonder if he does all his dirty work on Catterday.
It's a good one. That's a good one. You know what? He's not perfect.
By the way, Thebe says he has alibis. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Somebody chimed in and said, man, the killer was spotted running away saying, cat me if you can.
All right. Okay. We done?
Yep.
Okay. Moving on.
Yep.
What were we doing before he called in?
Nothing. We literally started the break, and he just jumped in.
We're doing just fine. We don't need him.
You know, as an adult, it's pretty difficult to make new friends, and sometimes it's hard to even keep the friends you have. Case in point, Buck. He's probably really mad at both of us right now.
He's so sensitive.
But did you know, according to a new study out of the University of Kansas, it takes an average of 50 hours of hanging out to become casual friends with someone instead of just acquaintances. It takes 90 hours to become a real friend, and if you want to be considered a close friend / best friend, you need more than 200 hours of work together, man.
How many of us have good friends?
By the way, this doesn't apply to children because when you're like 5, like Brody, you can make friends with someone in like 10 minutes.
Yeah, I wish I was like that.
10. Study also found that working together doesn't really count, like in workplace. You can become friends with the coworker after you've worked together for a while, but it takes longer than if you were just hanging out with them outside of work.
According to your Facebook page, we aren't friends.
Dude, I've seen people get into fights over something on social media. Like that, that very idea of like not being friends on Facebook. I remember I had a friend get mad at me over Facebook, and I'm like, dude, I'm never on it. What are you like, 12? Why are you upset by this?
Oh, because, man, that's where people live.
Bro, how come you haven't responded to my friend request?
You obviously don't care about this person if you're not friends on Facebook.
I'm talking to you on the phone in real life. Who cares about Facebook?
I feel like I have sympathy pains for you. Because my back hurts, man.
Dude.
Oh, is that back hurt right there?
What?
Like right here?
Yeah, actually.
Yeah, see? I have sympathy pain.
Mm-hmm. That's because we're close friends. Because we've hung out for a long time. Sorry, the cat puns are still just like piling in, and I am trying to... Guys, I'm trying to focus and move on. But, gosh.
I think that was a catastrophic story.
Yeah, yeah. That cat's running from the fuzz, if you know what I mean.
Gosh.
Gotta be careful with the puns.
Buck, we need you again. Call back. Our show's tanking. Call back.
By the way, Kevin says keep your cats indoors, people. That's real. That is a real public service announcement. Keep your cats inside because if they're running around outside, they may get decapitated.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make a song, a jingle. And anytime we need Buck, it's going to be like the bat signal. I'm just going to ring the jingle, and that means Buck has to save us because we're tanking.
Okay.
I'm working on that.
Kevin says he's not good with friendships. He wish he was better.
Oh,
it's hard, right?
Heck yeah, I'm
Making
a terrible
friends?
friend. I'm not a very good friend.
Researchers made an online tool that can rate how strong your friendships are. You just have to answer a few questions about someone you've met in the last 6 months, and it predicts how close the two of you are. Oh, snap, we're doing this right now.
Do it. Oh, no. I'm nervous. Gosh darn.
What's the name of the person? Am I doing this?
Oh, wait. I don't know. So you're doing it?
I'm going to make you do it.
Okay.
What's my name? What's my name? Say my name, Bastion.
Stephen Michael Jeter.
Wow. I mean, you went with a V or a PH?
Of course it's a V, bro.
Good job. I mean, there's weirdos in this world, Steph and Christian. In a typical week, how many hours do you spend in this person's company or communicating with them?
It's 8 times 6 is 4, no, 5.
1 hour per day equals 7 hours per week, so come on.
Oh, yeah, you just messed me up. Shut up. I'm doing math.
Oh, okay. In a typical week, how many hours do you spend in this person's company or communicating with them?
I'm going to say 42 hours.
The max is 40.
Okay, 40 hours. I was given an extra 2 because sometimes we hang on the weekends.
Oh, so you're only counting work hours?
Well,
I called you last night.
I know. That's why I gave you an extra 2 hours.
How many weeks have you known each other?
Oh my.
Okay.
I don't know.
How many weeks? No, you answer the question.
I've known you since like 2004. So I don't know how many that's 52
How many weeks?
times. What's 52 times? What year is it?
The max is 24 weeks.
All right,
so I'm
there
just
you
going to
go.
put it to the max. Did you meet this person at school or work?
Well, neither, but just put work.
No, did you meet this person at school or work? The answers are yes or no.
No.
Gosh.
Sorry. Jeez.
By the way, Stefan is chiming in because he listens and texts me even though we're not working together right now. That's called true friendship. Stefan.
Come on, man. Let's find out if I'm a true friend.
Do you have this person's cell phone number in your phone?
Absolutely.
Do you feel like you really know this person?
Yes. I feel like we're going to be
The
best
answers
friends.
are definitely or not really.
Definitely.
Does this person's opinion matter to you?
Yes.
This is the stupidest quiz.
We're going to be like the greatest friends ever.
Do you feel emotionally close to this person?
Yes.
The answers are definitely or not really.
Definitely.
How would you describe your relationship? I'd rather not say. Acquaintance, casual friend, friend, or close friend. This will not affect the prediction.
Close friend.
The results are in.
The results are in? Are we true friends?
Dexter Joseph Toth. We predict your relationship with Stephen Michael Jeter is...
Talk to me. Talk to me. Are we perfect friends?
Close friends.
That's lame. Just close.
65% close friend.
Wow, that's
You're my
pretty
65% close friend.
I don't know.
You're 4% acquaintance, 7% casual friend, 23% friend.
Buck.
So 65% close friend.
Buck. Are you there? Hello?
Buck. What?
Oh, who's this?
Oh,
Why?
sorry. This is my close personal friend, Stefan Christian.
Yeah, we've been friends for 762 weeks. So, I mean...
Are you serious? Did you actually do the math on that?
That's pretty good.
Yeah. No big deal.
That's a lot of weeks.
That's what close friends do. I know the weeks.
There's 52 weeks. Hold on. There's 52 weeks in a year. All right.
Divided by 52 equals 14.46 years. And
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, that's about right.
Wow.
Did you really do the math on that?
Jeez.
I really did. I didn't even use a calculator. That's pretty much, yeah.
Wow. Good job.
Yes! We've been friends for 14.46 years, man.
That's pretty impressive.
It is pretty impressive. We're really good friends.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just a little bummed, that, Buck gets a bat signal. But I save your ratings more than anybody else, and I get nothing.
That's...
I mean, I invited you on for Easter sunrise service. You were my guest. We were hanging.
Oh.
You know?
That's true.
But here's the thing, Steven. Here's the thing. We just want Buck to feel like he's needed.
No, stop it.
Because
I still enjoy his company.
He's like struggling in real estate.
Okay. No, he's most surely not.
I'm not saying struggling as far as like he needs business. I mean, he's just not happy.
Okay.
And so we know he needs
get it.
this. So we pull him in and make him feel like he's wanted. We don't need
Fair
him.
enough. I love
we
it.
don't need you.
I get it.
We're
You
a
know?
top shelf morning show.
But the real question is, who is my closer friend? Dex or Steven?
Ooh.
Ooh.
Well, let's take a look. Just this last week on Easter, we all did a show together called
Easter Sunrise Service.
Easter Invasion, but sure, I'll
Man,
accept that. Yeah.
Yeah. I was crushing it, too, man, with the whole McDonald's fast food.
Yeah.
I had jokes for days.
You guys actually had a secret bet that I knew nothing about.
Oh,
that
that's true.
within the break, I would insult Steven. And I did not.
Yes.
The question is, who believed I was going to insult you?
We both did. We both
Who
did.
knew me better?
We
Oh,
both
you
did.
both said you would?
We both did.
Okay, well,
because
that
I
cancels
mentioned
that
to
out.
him, like, I said, Steve has already insulted me 5 times.
Well, so what you're saying is I insulted you a bunch, but I never once insulted my dear friend Stephen Christian.
So what does that say? That means that I'm more of a true friend because he feels more comfortable with me.
Shortly thereafter, I went to Easter brunch with the Petersons and Dex. Spent a solid afternoon together. And then I was exhausted and wanted to go home and go to sleep. But you know what I did instead? I went over to dinner at the Stephen Christian household.
Yeah, sweet invite, bro.
Because I wanted to spend more time with my friend. Even though I was exhausted and had a long day. I feel like Dex, Toth, you, sir, are not my close friend.
Wow.
Yep.
That's,
sorry, man.
That's crazy, man. Is it because he's, like, more famous than me?
I've actually traveled to other cities to spend time with this friend.
Does he have more star power than me?
He lived in a different state, and I visited him there. And then when he was on tour with Warped Tour and it didn't come to our city, I traveled
because
to
he
a
has
different
more
city to
Instagram
see
fans,
him.
right? It's because he has triple Instagram fans?
It's because he's sexier. Let's be real.
You know
all
what?
I care
That's not
about
true.
is good looks.
That's
I
not
care
true
about
at all.
outward appearance. You know, man judges the outward appearance, and I am but a man. And so I am judging based solely upon outward appearance. It's biblical.
Oh, no.
It is biblical. It's what I was told.
I knew he'd pick you, Steven. I knew it.
Listen, don't feel bad. My wife can't post a dang picture without him making a comment about my look or my weight or my age or something.
Oh, I know.
I mean, she would post a picture of food and somehow he's working around her.
Yeah.
Those ribs, man, can't see Stevens anymore. Like, I just, like, there'd be some type of...
That's messed up, man.
I don't even know. Like a cloud formation, like, oh my God, that looks like Steven's chin. Like, it's just Dex. It doesn't, don't feel too bad, man.
I don't at all. I mean, it's okay. He's insecure, and that's what insecure people do.
Oh, amazing. Amazing.
I love it.
Hey, we'll see you tomorrow for Shock Therapy Live. What?
Yeah, what? Huh?
What? Huh?
Yeah, Shock Therapy Live. You want to come do Shock Therapy Live? You want to do Shock Therapy Live with us tomorrow?
Yeah.
Nate's out of town for the next
All
2
right,
weeks.
I'm in.
All
All right. Woo!
Oh, I'm in. I'm in.
Can't wait, buddy.
You heard it here first, people.
Dude, dude, I'm so excited.
Good.
I'm so excited.
Yep.
But I feel like Dex, at the end of the day, Steven's like a fifth grader in the fact that, like, when he teases you, it just means he likes you. So every time that
he's like a fifth
pulls
grade girl.
your back hair, just know it's all in love.
Thank you, Steven.
That's it.
Love you, bro.
That's it.
Bye-bye.
Love that man.
Hello. Bye-bye. All right,
Stephen Christian.
We're out of here, guys.
You heard it here first. He will be our special guest tomorrow.
He sure will.
Shock Therapy Live. You can get your questions in because you know they'll actually get answered. Janae Heitzig will be in studio with us as well.
Yeah. All right, guys. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. We're live from the Dream Star Remodeling Star 88 Studios. See you tomorrow.
That's all we got. There ain't no more. Right. Time is tight. It's the end of the show.
We all want the best future for our children. Our next generation of leaders needs a strong foundation. With small classes, a great sports program, and affordable tuition, Evangel Christian Academy strives to equip students for the work God has for them. ECA's mission is to educate students spiritually, academically, and physically. Our philosophy is to prepare students